hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price. And now for tonight's play-by-play, let's join Sonny Buscarini.
Good evening and welcome to Carbon Dino Basketball here on 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play in tonight. The Carbon Dinos are at home and they will battle Canyon View, a very good Canyon View team. The Dinos come in 4-17, Canyon View 17-4. Welcome again, everybody, to the Sutherland's broadcast booth. I'm Sonny Buscarini and joined by Aiden Mortensen. And Aiden's pleasure to have you here once again for another Carbon Dino basketball game tonight. We see a very good Canyon View team come to town, a team that we've seen played very well up in Cedar City when the Dinos went up there.
Now we do, Sonny. They're number 2 in the region for a reason. I mean, looking at Canyon View, currently they hold a record of 17-4, 10-2 in region play. Those 2 losses, one coming to Richfield, who is the region leader at this moment in time, as well as Juab, who both have given the Dinos fits as the season has gone on. It's been fun to see, though. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Now the shoe's on the other foot for the Falcons. Last time these two teams met, Carbon, of course, had to make the trip to Cedar City, and that's a draining bus ride. That's something that can take a lot out of you, and now Canyon View going to be feeling that effects. Instead, last time these two squads met, Sunday, was January 10th. The Falcons dominated that game to the tune of a 79-37 victory. And it was one of those ones where, you could tell that playing on the road definitely took its toll on the players.
Yes, Canyon View went to the free throw line quite a few times in that ball game. I think they shot, if I'm not mistaken, 23 free throws?
I believe it was 24-2 differential in terms of...
And both of the Carbon Dinos free throws were and ones.
Yeah, that was the fun part about it. But they did miss both of those and ones, so they were 0-2 on the day.
So there was a big discrepancy for points at the free throw line, something the Dinos have to fix that tonight against this Canyon View team. This team is too good of a basketball team to get outscored by 20 points, 18 points at the free throw line.
And that's something I definitely think we're going to see a lot of improvement in, because over the course of the season, we've seen the free throw troubles, we've seen struggles getting to the line. But as of late, they've done a good job combining those two aspects of the game into some very good performances from the charity stripe. And I think that's something that's going to play to the Dinos' advantage here in Jurassic Park tonight. Now, Canyon View is coming off a 46-35 win over the Delta Rabbits. Now, that's interesting for a few reasons. That is the lowest amount of points that Canyon View has scored in a win all season long. But holding Delta to 35, that is the second fewest amount of points that they have held an opponent to this season, the lowest being 32 in their rivalry game against Cedar. Yeah,
as you said, the first time these two teams played was back on January 10th. We made the trip 79 to 37. And now Canyon View with a 17-4 record, a team that's 10-2 in this region. Well, that just speaks for itself. I mean, this is a good basketball team that is coming to Price tonight. They're one of the best teams in 3A.
That they are, Sonny. Their biggest competition right now, though, in region play is the Richfield Wildcats, who dominated their matchup against the Falcons. That game, if I remember right, was about a 15-point victory for Richfield. I think that was at Richfield High, so next time, or I guess Friday, when those two teams match up again, it will be down in Cedar City. So that'll be a fun matchup to keep an eye on as the season comes to a close. And isn't it crazy, Sonny? Two games left in the regular season.
Yes, and the next one will be here as well. We will be here in Price as North Stampede comes to town Friday night, and that'll be a senior night, and that'll cap the regular season off, and then we go into season number 2. Aiden, everybody is 0-0.
Yep, it doesn't matter what you did in the regular season, what you did in the preseason. When postseason time rolls around, like you said, that record sits at 0-0. And both of these and every team is going to be hunting for one thing and one thing only, Sonny. That's the state championship.
So let's take a look at Canyon View. Number 1, the senior point guard / shooting guard, Ty Addig.
Yeah, Addig absolutely lights it up. Leading scorer on this team. He's someone who went off for about 31 points last time these two squads met, averaging 18 on the season. Contributes about 5 rebounds per game, 3 assists, and about 1.5 steals a night. So he is a do-it-all player, but he's going to do most of his damage on the floor. He is a lethal scorer.
Then you have Jeter Sanders averaging 7.9 points per game.
And he is one of those supplemental pieces, and only a sophomore at that. He's someone who can help space the floor for their two leading scorers, and that brings us in to Phelps Sanders. Phelps Sanders, brother of Jeter Sanders, averaging 17 points per game, nearly 4 rebounds, and 1.3 steals a night. It's the duo of Addig and Sanders that gave the Dinos so much trouble, especially in the first half of last game. After that, neither of those two wanted to score. They were giving the ball to their teammates, but when those two get going, the rest of the team gets going, and it's a hard team to stop.
And you've got senior Trenton Ludlow, the point guard, averaging 7.7 points per game. He had a good game last time these two teams played as well.
Yeah, he did. He showed off his athleticism. An all-state wide receiver in football. Bubba Ludlow averaging 7.7 points per game, nearly 3 rebounds, almost 2 assists, and almost 2 steals a night. So he's one of those Swiss Army knives for this squad that could cause a lot of damage to the Dinos.
We noticed something about this Canyon View team last time they played, Aiden. They watched the shot, and if they have any doubt that shot is not going in, they start down the floor the other way. They get a lot of easy layups. I guess you could call it cherry picking. I don't think it's to that extent. They just really watch, and if they're out on top and they see a shot go off, they're going the other way, and their outlet passes to get down the floor, they're excellent.
And I was going to say, Sonny, it is hard to call it cherry picking because you look down on the floor, and this is a squad who they run the ball. They play 5 on defense, but like you said, as soon as they notice that shot even has a chance of not going in,
right,
they send one man down the floor wide open for an outlet pass. And I think the Dinos watching the film should be able to recognize that this go around and send someone back with them to kind of shadow that down court man.
Take a look at the Carbon Dinos leading the way for the Dinos here in the 24-25 season. Cannon Mortensen with Logan Bennett is leading the way with 11.5 points per game, and then Cannon Mortensen with 11.3 points per game. Then we have Kyler Orth averaging 10 points a game. So we have 3 players on this Dino basketball team that are averaging double digits.
And I think the hard thing is, Sonny, since North Stampede hasn't felt like they've had a game where they can get all 3 of these scorers going at the same time. Normally it's 1 or 2 sharing the load of that responsibility. So tonight, if they can get the trio of Bennett, Orth, and Mortensen going, that's going to make all the difference in the world for the Dinos. If they can get that consistent scoring pressure going, it's going to be something that Canyon View is going to have a lot of struggles with.
So we have a great game tonight against Canyon View and Carbon. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have an interview for the pregame show.
Yep, that we will. Coach Brower joined Jordan earlier today for Drive Time Sports. We're going to have that interview in its entirety. He's going to give you some insight into what's going into this game as well as looking back at the Emory game. So a lot of basketball knowledge being laid out in the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show today.
So lots coming on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Stay with us. We'll have the Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show. Lots going on here on 95.3 The Peak. And this is where the Dinos play. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have that interview for you in full. 95.3 The Peak, Dino Basketball.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
You're looking for somewhere you could be proud to work. Komatsu is looking for you. Komatsu is a leading manufacturer of construction, mining, forestry, and industrial heavy equipment. Komatsu currently has openings for seasoned welders, journeyman electricians, and MSHA certified electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
This is Dave
and Ryan
from Dave and Ryan's Movie Review.
Experience movies the way God intended them to be seen.
On the big screen. At the King Cole Theaters.
And action.
Whether it's stunning action,
Heart-stopping horror,
tender romance,
gut-busting comedy,
or wholesome family flicks,
movies are always better
on the big screen. Connect on Facebook for instant access to showtimes and the latest blockbusters.
With showing 7 nights a week and matinees on weekends, you can immerse yourself in the magic of movies at the King Cole Theaters. Looking for a great meal? Juniper has you covered with delicious pizza, pasta, burgers, sandwiches, and fresh salads. Juniper is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturdays from 12 to 8 p.m. Whether dining in or ordering out, Juniper makes it easy. Order through DoorDash for quick delivery straight to your door. From lunch to dinner, Juniper serves up flavorful meals the whole family will love. Stop by and see why Juniper is the perfect place for your next meal. Great food, great atmosphere every time.
JN Auto says it's time to get in the auto buying game. JN Auto is a game changer when you're looking for a new vehicle, but don't want to pay the new vehicle price. By making JN Auto a part of your team, you can count on finding quality, gently used vehicles with manufacturer warranties and unbeatable prices. You just found the secret to finding the perfect vehicle. It's JN Auto. Check out their huge inventory at jnautosales.com. JN Auto in Huntington and Price.
It's time you started working close to home. GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance is looking for experienced miners, mechanics, electricians, and surveyors to fill local jobs. Stop traveling every week and let GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance find you a job closer to home and your family. No more leaving your family every week traveling to a work site. There are good paying jobs right here close to home, and GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance can help you get started today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. Your new job close to home is waiting for you.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Joining us right now to dive into all of it, we have head coach Taylor Brower. Coach, great to get you back in. Thank you.
Yep, it's been a week. I'm back.
Yeah, it's always great to get you in each week and kind of talk about the progress. And hey, we have made it to the final week of the regular season tonight. You guys will begin the final stretch of 2 more regular season games, and then it's state tournament time.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast it's gone. I'm not going to lie. Me and my wife were talking last night just how fast it's gone, and it seems like yesterday we were playing Union and trying to get things started, and now we're at the end, and now we're trying to figure out how to end the season.
As far as the way you guys are playing at this particular time, that's the most important thing. I think you can take scoreboard, and I've mentioned this to you several times, throw the scoreboard out, how you guys are playing. I don't think there's any question that you guys have evolved. You've gotten better. In fact, I was looking at the points per game totals just the other day. You guys are right there as far as the different things and the way you guys have been able to score the basketball. So.
You know, it's interesting. I rewatched our last 5 or 6 games, and it comes down to about 2 to 3 minutes where we don't score and the other team goes on a run, and then we can't produce our own run after that, and so then we stay at that 10-15 point mark for the rest of the game. I mean, at Emory on Friday, it was literally 2.5 minutes where they went up. I think they scored 8 or 9 points, and then we didn't go on a run after that, and then we just stayed there the whole game. So, but yeah, you take out those 2.5 minutes, we're in every game. We either beat the team or we lose to them close. So I'm proud of our kids for how hard they've worked. I'm proud that they keep fighting and keep trying to win, and that's the only thing I can ask for. We're playing hard, we're working hard, and we're still trying to develop. But I appreciate that from the kids.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I know that anytime you play Emory, specifically on the road for you guys, that's an emotional game. And if you come away with a win there, I mean, it really can kind of change the momentum. But there were so many positives in the game itself, despite the fact that you guys didn't win it. The kids looked at that and said, we were right there with these guys.
Yeah, and I even mentioned to them yesterday in practice, I said, look, if you took out the 2.5 minutes, I think we beat them by 2. So, I said, look, we're there. We just can't have this lull in our offense for 2.5 minutes. Whatever quarter it is, it's always there. I said, we can't have this. I said, if we do have it, that's fine. I mean, basketball is a game of runs. But if they go on a run, we have to go on a run right after. And we can't let that distance get bigger, because then we're never going to get. We're not very good at coming back from that. We have come back from that distance before. We have got down by 10 or 12 points and come back and made it close, but we just haven't been able to finish out games. But I think we're getting there.
Being healthy helps.
Yes, it does. Being healthy definitely helps. And, and Ridge Butler, he's working hard to come back. He's going to play Friday night for about a minute is what Zach has cleared him as, so we're excited for that. But, yeah, being healthy definitely helps.
One of the kids in particular I wanted to talk to you about, because I finally got to see him play live and in color on Friday night, was Logan Bennett. This kid's a ball player.
Yeah, he's a game changer. He works hard. He dives around the floor. He does everything that you want a basketball player. He is still young. He's still trying to figure out where he can and cannot score. He does do some things that I'm trying to work with him on. But, yeah, he's a basketball player. Next year I'm hoping that he'll – I mean, if you look at next year's squad, we've got Carter Warburton, Kyler Orth, Logan Bennett, Ty Mortensen. We've got all these juniors that could score double digits easy on any given night. And so I'm really excited about that. But they're playing really hard right now. The seniors are playing well. So I'm hoping we can just finish out the season strong.
By Carbon standards, you guys have height.
Yeah, for sure. We're super tall.
I mentioned that by Carbon standards, right?
Yeah.
How fun is it to teach kids or coach kids that are that versatile with that type of height?
It's fun. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I've never had a team this tall before. It's fun to be able to have the height and know that, like, you have a Ty Mortensen underneath the basket that can protect the hoop if someone gets beat. It's also nice to have the length of, like, an Evan Lancaster or a Kyler Orth that can guard multiple positions and be able to be effective at that. So it's been very nice to have that this year.
Now, when you get down to the final week of practice before the state tournament, I always ask every coach this question because I'm curious, and if you've noticed a difference, it's go time now for these kids, right?
Yeah, it's do or die.
Do they realize that?
You know, honestly, I don't think they do. Yeah. You know, and that's the hard part with being at this point in the season with our record that we have. Kids are kind of down. They're kind of like bummed about our record. But I also kind of feel there are some kids on our team that are feeling the urgency, especially the seniors. They have the urgency. They have 3 games left, guaranteed. Yeah. And I told them last night at practice, I said, look, based on, you know, we have 3 games guaranteed for their seniors. It's up to you guys how many more games we play after that. And I talked to the sophomores and the juniors and the seniors all last week, and in a meeting. I said, look, like, especially the juniors and sophomores, don't give up on the seniors. Like, fight for them, help them play more games than just 3. And so hopefully that happens. Hopefully we can get some wins this week, and whatever happens with the RPI, it'll happen. But I like our chances. So, but yeah, it's the urgency is there, and it's win or go home. And I hope the kids understand that.
Again, Coach Taylor Brower, our guest right now, as we talk about the Carbon Dino boys basketball team. Coach, do you care if you guys are inside that or outside of that first round bye inside of it? Does it matter?
No, I don't really care. I mean, because honestly, like, even if we drop to we can't drop to 16,
right?
Because that puts us against Morgan.
Yep.
But even if we drop to 15, like, that puts us against Summit Academy, which we can beat, which is a home game, which we can beat, and then we'll either play Richfield or Canyon View, which, I mean, I like our chances against both teams in that second round. They're the ones that have the pressure on them. Those group of kids that both of those teams have, they've been banking on these kids for years, and so they're the group that's going to win state for them. So they're the ones that have the pressure. We have no pressure on us. If we win, it's amazing. If we lose, everyone expects it. So it's something that, like, I'm excited about. I'm actually not overly worried about our ranking, whether we end up at 15 or 14. If we beat Canyon View and North St. Pete this week, we could jump up to 13, depending on how that all lays out. Plus, Canyon View is playing Richfield on Friday night in Canyon View, so they could beat Richfield, and that could shake up the top. But even if, like, we play 2, 3, or 4, which 4 right now is Juab, like, bring it on. Like, it's hard to beat a team 3 times, like, especially good teams. So, and we're a good team, and kids just have to believe that. So I'm not really worried about where we're ranked right now, honestly.
Well, let's talk about the final 2 games, Canyon View being one of them tonight. This is a good basketball team, but they are beatable.
They are. I think they're honestly, like, petering out a little bit. They haven't been playing very good basketball. They started off strong early, and if you look at their scoring, they kind of petered out a little bit. The added kid, his points per game has dropped since the last time we played him. The Saunders kid is about the same, but that's the only 2 scores they really have. They 18 and 17 points, and then after that, the next closest guy, I think, is 10. So, like, if we can control those 2 kids, I think we'll be fine. And with Kyler Orth and Logan Bennon both being back, like, that provides 2 more defenders that I can control those 2 kids with. So I'm excited for tonight. The one advantage we have is we didn't have to ride a bus for 4 hours. So hopefully that puts a little fire into our kids and we can beat them.
Big difference having those 2 kids that you just mentioned compared to the first time, right? Because really, Canyon View came out of the gates hot in that first meeting.
Yeah,
Other
well,
than that,
we were up on them for the first 7 or 8, like first 6 or 7 minutes. Like we came out hot too, and we were with them in the first quarter, and then we had the 2 or 3 minute lull, and then we just never were able to come back. And that added kid had 27 points against us, which I didn't realize he had that until at the end of the game.
It was quiet, right?
It was a quiet 27. So, but with Logan, like he's strong enough and quick enough that can stay with him. The added kid likes to post up a lot on the post and he's a really good post player, but Logan's strong enough to push him out. I'm going to put Kyler Orth and Evan Lancaster on the Saunders kids. So hopefully with their length, he has a bum ankle and a bum knee right now. So maybe we can attack that and hopefully get him out of the game quick. And I think we have good chances tonight. The kids just have to believe that they can win.
Then you wrap things up on Friday. You get North St. Pete, and that was an entertaining game the first time you guys went toe-to-toe with them. It was the fourth quarter. It turned out to be the difference in that game.
Yeah, it was. And I think that's one game that the kids know they can win. We've beat them before. So that was the difference, is the knowledge that we can beat teams, and they know they can beat North St. Pete. The one kid that always scares me from North St. Pete is that Hendry kid. He's an athlete. He's a scorer. But one of the things we did really well the first time was we bumped him off his line. We didn't let him get going. We played a little more zone against them that time and forced him to shoot, and they didn't shoot very well. So hopefully they do that here. But yeah, I think we can definitely beat North St. Pete on Friday.
This will be the last time I speak to you before that Friday game, so it will be senior night. I know you talked about the seniors a moment ago, but I know that you've only coached these kids for 1 year, but obviously when you look back on it, right, they're going to hold a special place in your heart. I mean, this is your first
for
senior
sure.
class.
You know, the first senior class for any head coach is always special, just because, like, if they can buy in, then they can change the program. And these 5 seniors that I have right now, the interesting part is I've taught most of them in school, so I already have a relationship with them as a teacher. So being a coach with them kind of provides more of a relationship. I'm appreciative for all the work that they've done. Ridge Butler has definitely stuck around and been a leader, even though he hasn't played. He's definitely been the leader, and he's always been that leader for that age group. Evan stepped up and kind of been the leader on the court. Cannon carried us when we didn't have any scoring on the team, when Kyler and Logan were out. He carried us through that time period. Max has always been working hard. He always, even though he's a little raw, he always works hard and plays hard, and I appreciate that. And then Charles Tima, he hasn't played a whole lot, but he has provided some entertainment on the bench and in practices, and he has come in and provided some solid minutes when he's come in, but I've appreciated all of them and all they've done for me.
Coach, I really do appreciate you taking out the time to come in. Best of luck against Canyon View and North St. Pete, and I can't wait to catch up with you next week and talk about the state tournament.
Yeah, we'll see where we sit, and we'll talk about it, I guess.
Yeah. It's an interesting weekend, isn't it?
You know, based off of the games that are being played this week, the rankings could change dramatically because Manti plays Juab at Juab. Manti's playing good basketball. Like I said, Richfield's playing Canyon View. Delta's playing Emory.
North St. Pete
Emory
tonight, yeah.
Yep. And so, like, there's a lot of things that could mix it up right now. And so it's just kind of interesting to see how it's all going to shake out. Usually by this point, you're like, oh, this is where we're ranked. But
Not this year.
With Canyon View, and the big game is going to be Canyon View Richfield. If Canyon View can beat Richfield, then, and if Manti can beat Juab, which, like I said, Manti is playing really good right now, which I think could happen. It's going to be interesting to see how it all shakes out.
Emory gets Juab. They already beat Juab once.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here. You've been accused of doing something illegal and charged a foul. It's time to run the court in a game of legal matters. Let Oliver Law jump through the hoops. Robert Oliver believes in innocent until proven guilty. Oliver Law brings you a slam dunk defense for the best possible outcome for your criminal case. And when it's time to go to the foul line, Robert Oliver doesn't miss a shot. Call 435-637-6060 or go to robertoliverlegal.com to request a free consultation. Robert Oliver, passionate about defending the underdog.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen, Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Carbon High School basketball on KRPX 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back, Carbon Dino basketball, Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Great interview Jordan did with Coach Brower. Was on Drive Time Sports today, and we played it for you on the pregame show. Coach Brower's always been great coming up and talking to us, going down and talking to Jordan at the station, and we really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, it's always nice having a coach who's that willing to get involved with the media. I mean, especially at the high school level, sometimes that's not something you really see, so it's really nice around this area having coaches who are so willing to participate in interviews like that. So big shout out to all the coaches.
Yep. Take a look at the starting five for Canyon View tonight. The senior point guard, number 1, Ty Addick. He's averaging 18.3 points per game. We talked about him in the pregame show.
Yeah, 27 last time against the Dinos. He's someone they're going to want to stop early and not let him heat up at any point in this game because he can cause some real damage.
Senior point guard, number 2, Seth Morris. He averages 2.4 points per game.
The distributor on the team, he's the one who's going to rack up the most assists among the squad.
The senior, number 3, Phelps Saunders. Sanders is averaging 17 points per game.
And that average has dropped a little bit since the last time the Dinos saw this team, but he did have to miss a few games due to injury, but now he's back in the lineup, and his presence is going to be well known tonight.
Senior just about plays every position on the court. Ethan Hollows, he's averaging 1.3 points per game and wears number 10.
Yeah, you got to think when they're listing the positions, they should just have a symbol for everything because sometimes on these players, small forward, power forward, shooting guard, what doesn't he do? He's a Swiss Army knife of a player for the Falcons.
Sophomore, number 22, the point guard, shooting guard, averaging 8 points per game, Jeter Sanders.
And he is the third leading scorer on this team. He's someone who, if either Sanders or Addick can't get it heated up, he's going to be the one picking up the slack for those two players.
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting five for the Carbon Dinos, and it'll be time for basketball. You have been listening to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show right here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Feel the force of the Ram heavy-duty truck, the power horse beast that thrills with its performance. Hi, this is Thad. Imagine saving up to $15,000 off the original MSRP. Auto Farm has 15 at the ready and waiting for a test drive, including 5 hard-to-find dualies, exceptional strength, unprecedented durability, and might that echoes in every gear shift. Demand the best from your heavy-duty jobs. Demand a Ram heavy-duty from Auto Farm. Because with Ram, it's just not driving. It's just not a lifestyle. Don't just imagine. Come in and test drive away today.
Hi, this is Tim Frame, manager at Cache Valley Bank. Are you getting ready to tackle some spring projects, or are you already making summer plans? Now is a good time to stop in and see how Cache Valley Bank can assist you. With a great team of friendly, knowledgeable bankers, we can provide you with the financial tools needed to help you succeed. We are dedicated to providing you with the personalized attention you deserve. Come visit us at 82 West Main Street in Price, and let us show you what opening an account with Cache Valley Bank can do for you.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak, KRPX 95.3 FM.
Welcome back. Starting 5 tonight for the Carbon Dinos. Number 4, senior guard averaging 6 points per game, Evan Lancaster. Number 10, junior guard / forward averaging 7 points per game, Carter Warburton. Number 24, the junior forward averaging 11 points per game, Logan Bennett. Number 33, the senior forward averaging 11.3 points per game, Cannon Mortensen. And number 34, the junior center / forward averaging 5.9 points per game, Cannon Mortensen. That's the 5 starting the game for the Carbon Dinos.
And I really like the trio of Ty Mortensen, Cannon Mortensen, and Evan Lancaster. When you're going against a team who's very aggressive in the painted area, you're going to want all the length you can get. And Cannon and Ty both excel in blocking shots. Evan has his moments, too, where he can be an absolute menace in the paint. So I like the idea of starting the combination of those three. It's like what Emory did to him last game, starting 3 bigs, trying to take away a big part of their game early.
So we're about ready for the tip-off as they announce the starting 5 for the Carbon Dinos. Pretty good crowd here tonight on a Wednesday night at Carbon High School to see the Canyon View Falcons, a very good basketball team. 17-4, 10-2 in region play. Ranked the last RPI rankings, I believe they were number 3 or 2.
I believe they were number 3.
3.
And, you know, like you said, Sonny, this place is packed, and it never fails to impress me how big Carbon student section support is. These students are always showing up and showing out for the Dinos, night in, night out. Whether it be boys or girls, it's always a massive crowd in that student section. I just love to see that community support for the Dinos.
Always great to have the band here tonight. Just sets a perfect atmosphere for high school basketball. The Dinos wear their white uniform, blue numbers. Canyon View black with blue numbers. Dinos go right to left on your dial. We are ready for the start of tonight's game. Jumping will be Ty Mortensen against Ethan Hollows. And I told you, Ethan does everything, and he'll be jumping for Canyon View.
Really does it all if you're jumping too.
There's the tip, controlled by the Dinos, and Warburton has the ball in the top circle. He's picked up there, being guarded by Morris. Now he takes it left side, gives it to Ty Mortensen. Back out it goes to Warburton. Drives inside, picks up his dribble, gives it to Lancaster. Lancaster over to Cannon Mortensen. Deep 3 shot, no good. Nice rebound by Adig, and we come the other way.
And we're seeing that slower half-pace style of offense from the Dinos. Shot didn't fall that time, but I like the look that they got off of it.
Adig with the ball. Lob pass down underneath. Shot up, no good. Attempt the lob pass to Phelps Sanders. And we come the other way for the Dinos. Lancaster outside to Mortensen for 3. Good. Cannon Mortensen hits the 3 from the baseline right. And the Dinos score first 3-0.
Sometimes that's the biggest thing, is getting that first shot to fall, getting the momentum going, and you can take off from there.
Phelps Sanders gives the ball off to Morris. Morris from 10. Won't go. Tipped out. Controlled by the Dinos. Rebound comes to Bennett. Bennett will bring it up the floor. Finds Cannon open on the right side. He traveled. It's a good call by the official.
That was. He just took a little too much of a hesitancy step as he got the ball on the break. Took too long to decide whether to stop or continue to the basket, and that caused the traveling violation. But right now, Sonny, something I'm noticing on the floor from the Falcons is they look a little sluggish down there.
Sanders with the ball. Bounce pass goes to Phelps Sanders. Phelps at the three-point line. Now back over to Jeter Sanders. His shot for three, no good. Tipped out, another chance for Canyon View. Three-point shot from the right side won't go for Phelps Sanders. The rebound comes down to the Dinos. Warburton ahead to Cannon Mortensen. Lob pass down underneath to Bennett, off the glass and in. Bennett with the basket, 5-0 Dinos. Nice start for Carbon. You couldn't ask for a better start for the basketball game tonight here on Wednesday night at Carbon High School. Going around the screen, Jeter Sanders, good.
And him getting that shot to fall can make all the difference as he starts to get the scoring. He gets the scoring started for the Falcons.
Canyon View with the full court pressure. The Dinos break it. Down on the left side, it goes to Lancaster. Nice pass from Lancaster to Ty. Ty finds Logan Bennett going to the basket, and the Dinos get the easy two. 7-2. And so far, the Dinos getting high percentage shots, and they're putting them in. Layup missed by Canyon View. Rebound Dinos. Warburton brings it up the floor. Right down the middle of the floor he comes. Now hands it off left side to Bennett. Bennett holds at the three-point line, drives inside, double team, whistle and a reach foul on Canyon View. 5:33 left to play in the first quarter. Dinos lead 7-2.
And the Dinos are playing great defense, but their offense is looking even better than that. They're moving the ball with efficiency, and they're making the right reads, and it's led to a lot of good transition buckets.
And it comes Cannon good for 10. The inbounds pass to Cannon Mortensen, 10-foot shot good. 9-2 Dinos.
It's been the Mortensen and Bennett show so far here tonight. They're lighting it up here in Jurassic Park.
Sanders gives it over to the right side to Morris. Morris picked up by Warburton. Now gives it to Hollows. Hollows back over the left side to Jeter Sanders. Down low it goes. Shot up and it won't go by Seth Morris. And the rebound comes down the other way. Fast break. Lay it up and in. Lead pass to Logan Bennett. And he puts it in, and the Dinos are up 11-2.
And they realize what they're playing for, Sonny. There's positioning on the line, and you don't want to be going on the road in this first round of the playoffs. They're trying to get that home first-round game.
Bounce pass inside, whistle, and a foul. To the free throw line goes Ty Addig.
And that was on Ty Mortensen. He reaches up. He does a good job initially staying straight up on the shot, but then he bends over a little too much, catches the hand of Addig, and now he gets a chance to go to the line. We saw this with Austin Park against Juab. If they can get these shots to fall, that's what they might need to get Addig going in this game.
Free throw up and good.
And you don't want him heating up, but this provides him the perfect chance to get some confidence-building shots to fall.
Second free throw up and good as well. So 2 for 2 from the line. 11-4 Dinos. Full court pressure being applied. Lancaster with it. Gets it past the half-court stripe. Gives it to Ty. Ty with an attempted pass to Bennett down on the baseline. And we come the other way. Fast break. Dinos get back on defense and then a turnover. That was caused by getting back on defense.
Yeah, they did. They reacted well to the turnover. Sometimes after a loose ball, we see them get a little sluggish. They get a little down on themselves and they don't hustle back. There was a perfect example of 3 or 4 players getting back for Carbon, defending the shot well, forcing the double dribble, and getting the chance back on offense.
Trenton Ludlow checks into the ball game for Canyon View. Warburton to Bennett, back to Warburton. They get past the half-court stripe. Warburton picks up his dribble. Cross-court pass to Lancaster down to Bennett on the low block. In the paint. Pass knocked away and intercepted. Turnover Dinos. We come the other way. Whistle and the foul. Foul on Cannon Mortensen at half court. 4:17 left to play in the first quarter. 11-4 Dinos. That'll be team foul number 2 on the Carbon Dinos.
And as Cannon slid, his arm wrapped around the driving player to the basket. That's what they called the foul on. Initially, it was a good tip, but it was the wrap-up that got the crime called on him.
Sanders with the ball, gives it over to Ludlow. Ludlow to Hollows. Left side, 3-point shot by Jeter. Sanders, no good. Rebound Dinos. Fast break the other way. Warburton takes it all the way, uses glass, no good. Whistle and a foul. Aggressive move to the basket and the foul, and free throws for Carter Warburton.
And Phelps Sanders thought he had the speed to keep up with Carter Warburton. Warburton uses a great burst of speed along the sideline to break ahead from the pack, turn it into a foot race, resulting in a foul being whistled against Canyon View.
Free throw up and good. First points of the ball game for Carter comes with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Dinos lead by 8, 12-4. Second free throw up, and it is good. No good. Good. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself there. It looked like it was going to bounce off. He got the shooter's touch, and it went in, so it's 13-4. We'll take it, right?
Oh, yeah, we'll take that every day. That was a back and forth affair from the ball and the rim.
Ludlow swings it left side to Sanders. Sanders now hands it off to Addig. Addig over to Ludlow. Down to Addig it goes. Shot blocked by Tyne. He keeps it in play like we always say. But then the Dinos turn it over on the fast break.
And we love when Ty keeps that ball inbounds. It sets you up for a fast break opportunity.
Out of bounds off the Dinos.
That was a good reactionary move by Bubba Ludlow, throwing it off Warburton as he slides out of bounds, narrowly avoiding another Canyon View turnover.
Substitutions coming into the game. For the Dinos, coming in is Kyler Orth. He'll come in for Lancaster. 3:27 left to play, 13-4. In it comes. Hollows kicks it outside. The perimeter passing for Canyon View. Good defense by the Dinos.
That was good recovery. They were playing 4-on-5 for a second, but they reacted well.
Addig drives the basket, can't get it to go. Rebound Orth. Orth to Warburton down the left side. Past the half-court stripe, he comes now, takes to the three-point line. Steps back, hands it over to Bennett. Bennett for three, up and no good. Offensive rebound, score. Ty Mortensen with the offensive rebound. Right in front of the basket with 2:55 left to play in the first quarter. The Dinos lead Canyon View 15-4.
And the atmosphere is electric, Sonny. The fans on their feet, the student section on theirs. People are losing their minds. Canyon View falls into that classic trap here in Jurassic Park. They think they're going to win by virtue of showing up against the Dinos. But what these teams need to realize is that they are better than their record shows. They've lost a lot of close games to very quality teams, and right now, Canyon View struggling to adapt. Maybe it's the long bus ride, maybe it's the intense play that the Dinos are bringing right now, but so far, Sonny, it has been all Dinos this game.
We'll take a quick break. Dino basketball.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
Carbon High School basketball on KRPX 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back. Canyon View with the basketball. In it comes to Jeter Sanders. Past a half-court stripe, comes over the right side. It goes to Phelps Sanders. To Ludlow. Ludlow at the free throw line. Pass down underneath is intercepted. Turnover number 2. Fast break the other way. Warburton with the interception, takes it the length of the floor, lays it up, no good, whistle and a foul. And then an over-the-back foul is what's called on the missed shot and the rebound. On the Dinos, it will be on Orth, his first, team foul number 3.
That's one of those times where you just get a little too ahead of yourself. You start thinking about what you're going to be doing on defense instead of finishing that layup. And that happens to the best of players. Sometimes you just get a little too distracted. And Canyon View applying a lot of pressure to Warburton as he's been instrumental in helping build up this 15-4 lead, mainly due to his defense and his passing prowess.
Carlson, Branch, Lancaster back in the game along with Cannon and Orth. Canyon View with the basketball, Addick with it. Gives it to Sanders. Sanders from 10, good. Phelps Sanders with the basket. You don't want those guys to get going because sometimes they only need one basket to get them rolling. He was scoreless up till then. 15-6 with 2 minutes left to play first quarter. Branch with the ball on the right side, three-point line. Gives it to Orth on the right wing. Picks up his dribble. Gives it back to Branch. Branch drives in, outside to Lancaster. Lancaster to Cannon Mortensen for 3. Good. Cannon Mortensen for 3. He has 8. It's 18-6. Dinos up big. Back the other way. 3-point shot answered right back by Sanders. And I told you, he's seen the last basket go, and he shot that ball with no hesitation.
Yeah,
18-9.
He had the angle. He knew his shot, and he knew he was going to make it as soon as it left his hand.
Lancaster fakes the 3. Gives it to Carlson. To Mortensen. Tries to get the ball back to Carlson. It goes out of bounds on a turnover for the Dinos.
Let's talk about Cannon for a second. 2 of 3 beyond the arc tonight, as well as a nice finish on the inside. He's got 8 points in the quarter as he has helped them build up this lead early in the game. 18-9 in favor of the Dinos over Canyon View.
We'll keep you updated on some other games going on in the state tonight as well throughout the evening. Here it's 18-9 Dinos over Canyon View. Minute 16 left to play first quarter. Ball goes to Phelps Sanders. Gives it over to Hollows. Hollows to Ludlow. Back to Hollows. Drives inside. Bounce pass over on the left baseline. Shot just inside the 3-point line by Slack, who just checked into the game. No good. Rebound comes down to Canyon View. They get the offensive board and another chance. To Ludlow. Swing it over to the right side. Sanders good.
He is absolutely lighting it up. And the thing is, Sonny, none of his shots have been uncontested. He's had a hand in his face. This is all muscle memory from shots he's taken thousands of times.
8 points in probably what? Minute? Probably a minute and a half. 18-12. They've cut that lead to 6. Whistle and a turnover for the Dinos.
And the thing about Phelps Sanders is it feels like he knows his spots. And if he's not in his spots, he's not shooting. It's like Bruce Lee said, I fear the man who's practiced one kick 1,000 times than the man who's practiced 1,000 kicks one time. And that's exactly what it feels like watching Phelps Sanders shoot when he gets to his spot.
Sanders with it. Jeter picked up there by Branch. Dribbles over the right corner, top right corner. Now swings it over the left side to Morris. Back to Jeter, Sanders. Jeter goes around the screen, kicks it outside. Shot clock's off. Game clock has 8 on it and running. 7 seconds and a travel.
And what I like most about the Dinos defense right now is normally we see them fall into the trap of overcommitting to either a left or a right side and letting the dribbler drive with their offhand, often leading to open looks at the rim. Tonight they're not doing that. They're staying in front, and they're staying in front very well, not allowing anything easy for the Falcons.
Dinos with the ball. Lancaster goes all the way. Shot at the buzzer. No good. And that's how the first quarter ends, but a good one for Carbon. We've played a quarter, and it's the Carbon Dinos 18 and Canyon View 12 here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
When it comes to doing spring projects around the house, I like to do it myself.
You mean we. You, me, and Central Commission. Honey, you know you're all thumbs.
Guilty. So that's why we get all the helpful advice from Central Commission needed to get our DIY projects done right.
Plus all the lumber, hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, and more at just one store. And at prices we can afford.
See the helpful pros today at Central Commission, North Main Street, Helper.
435-472-5579.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
Welcome back. Good quarter for the Carbon Dinos. 18-12 lead over Canyon View, but Canyon View started to make some shots there late in that first quarter, and once Phelps Sanders seen one basket go in, he kept 2 more quick threes, and just like that, he has 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, over the last 2.5 minutes, honey, it's been all Phelps Sanders for the Falcons. He scored those 8 points, like you said. He had the 2, and then he had 2 big 3-pointers to help him claw back into this game. They turned what was a double-digit deficit into a 6-point ball game. But the Dinos have been looking stellar on the defensive side of the ball so far tonight. Yeah, I love the intensity they're bringing. Early in the season, Coach Brower said he wanted this team's identity to be built on defense, and tonight they're showing that.
Dinos go right to left on your dial. Canyon View with the ball first. And in it comes, and we start the second quarter to Jeter Sanders. Picked up there by Cannon Mortensen. Goes around a double screen, now kicks it over to Ludlow. Ludlow hands the ball off to Morris, 3-point line, drives into the paint. Kicks it back outside for a 3-point shot, no good by Sanders. And the rebound out of bounds will go to the Dinos, I believe, yes. Carbon ball.
And Bubba Ludlow trying to play a game of dodgeball with Carter Warburton there. He's drifting off the sideline, and he tries and zip a dot at the back of Carter Warburton. Bounces harmlessly to the ground, and now Dinos will retake possession the other way.
So Dino basketball, full court pressure being applied by Canyon View. And Warburton will bring it past the half court stripe with the basketball.
It was more of a dummy full court press as they just backed off immediately.
Drives in, kicks it outside to Ty Mortensen. Ty hands it off to Bennett. Bennett drives inside, puts up a shot from about 8 feet, can't get the bounce. Rebound comes down to Canyon View. We come the other way with the basketball. It's Slack. Past the half court stripe, hands it off. Jeter Sanders over to Phelps. That's Addig. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound for Canyon View. Kick it outside. Ludlow drives in, puts up a shot, no good, out of bounds. Dino ball. And Canyon View, they're missing shots tonight that they were making the last 2 times these 2 teams played.
Yeah, they're either making them or getting called for a foul, but the Dinos have done a great job adjusting and not commit any fouls, especially on the shots. What I like most, running down court, Evan Lancaster was pointing out whose man had who, being a floor general on the defensive side of things for the Dinos, something which you love to see from your seniors.
Drive inside, shot up, count it, and a foul. For the Carbon Dinos, it's Ty Mortensen. He's got 4. 20-12 and a chance for a 3-point play.
And Ty is one of those players, Sonny, where you look up in pregame and he's practicing those free throws. This is an area where if you can send any player from the Dinos to the line, I put a lot of faith in Ty Mortensen.
Ty will have free throws. Eyes the bucket for the free throw. Puts it up. No good. Off the back of the iron. The rebound comes down to Canyon View, and it's Sanders. Jeter Sanders past the half-court stripe. Picked up there by Warburton. Now hands it off to Phelps Sanders, and he'll take it into the basket. And the easy 2, double digits now for Phelps. He has 10, 20-14.
And they're making him do everything on the offensive side of things. He's the only Falcons player who's really getting any success on the offensive side of things.
Warburton with the ball, goes around the screen set by Ty. Now kicks over the corner to Lancaster. Lancaster drives in the paint, puts up a runner, gets it to go. Evan Lancaster, his first basket of the ball game. He has 2. 22-14, Dinos up 8.
And the offensive development of Lancaster. Early in the season, he was only shooting threes. Now he's added that nice little runner to his game, and it's opened up the Dinos offense so much.
Swing it around the perimeter. Drive inside is Addig. Gives it to Ludlow. Ludlow outside the Slack. Shot down in the paint. No good. Whistle and a foul. And Asher Slack will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and that was rightfully called a foul. The Dinos swarmed him. There was a lot of contact on it. Couldn't get the shot to fall, luckily, but he does get a chance at the charity stripe.
Foul on Lancaster, his second. Timeout on the floor, and we'll take it with him. 22-14 to score. Dinos up.
Imagine the sound of a basketball swishing through the net at the game buzzer. That's the sound of you scoring big with Eastern Utah Community Credit Union's Slam Dunk Savings Accounts. Just like a winning team will strategize their plays, we will help you plan your financial future with competitive interest rates and unbeatable customer support. Whether you're saving for college, a new home, or retirement, make a fast break to Eastern Utah Community Credit Union and let your savings game reach MVP status. Join our team today and start winning with your money.
Membership and eligibility required. NCUA insured. Loans approved on credit.
Welcome back. Free throws for Canyon View at the free throw line. Asher Slack, averaging 2.4 points per game, the senior. Coming off the bench, free throw number 1, good.
And Slack was one of those players who came off the bench and absolutely lit up the Dinos in these two teams' first matchup. And now getting a chance to be one of the first non-Sanders players from Canyon View to score this quarter.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound comes down to Ludlow, and Ludlow puts it up and in. It's down to 5. 22-17. Warburton with the ball past the half-court stripe, left side, drives baseline. Stops there, picked up good defense by Phelps Sanders. To Orth. Orth hands it off to Bennett. Bennett, three-point line left side. Cross-court pass goes to Warburton on the right side. On the angle, three-point line. Hands it off to Orth. Orth drives inside, kicks it outside to Bennett for 3. Good. Nice ball movement by the Dinos. Bennett has 9, and the Dinos are up 25-17.
And Bennett, he didn't hesitate at all. He stared down his man for a second, let him come closer, and took the 3 and drained it.
Phelps Sanders in the paint, whistle and a foul. Got in there aggressively into the paint. The foul on the hand
Yeah, spun like a top down the lane, got some clearance, took off, but then was immediately grounded by about 3 Dinos defenders, but in the process took the hit, and now he'll go to the line.
So free throws at the free throw line, Phelps Sanders. 10 points in the ball game. The senior, 6'2", averaging 17 points per game. Eyes the bucket for free throw number 1. It is up and it is good. So Canyon View is 4 for 5 from the free throw line. The Dinos 2 for 3. So the free throw situation tonight a little bit different than it was the night up in Canyon View.
Yeah, they had about 15 by this point down at Canyon View. You got to love this officiating crew, though. They do a lot of the Dinos games, and I think they honestly really do a good job.
Second free throw up and good. 5 for 6 from the line for Phelps Sanders, and it's 25-19. With the basketball, it's Cannon Mortensen. Gives it to Warburton, top circle. Warburton looks, still dribbles. Picked up there by Slack. Now takes it left side. Still dribbling. Gives it off to Ty. Ty back to Cannon, who was cutting, but he wasn't looking for the ball. And it's a turnover.
Yeah, just a miscommunication there between teammates, but you can't have that happen too often, especially when Canyon View's starting to march back into this game.
Addig with it. Offensive foul. Moving screen on Phelps Sanders. That will be team foul number 2. Sanders' first foul of the ball game. So both teams have 2 fouls with 4:34 left to play in the first half. And the Dinos up 6, 25-19. Canyon View was showing full court press, but they've dropped off now.
And that's one of those calls where I think it's important you test the ref to see if they're going to start calling that. You want to see how much you can push that moving screen. It's a lot like 3 seconds in the key. See what you can get away with early.
Drive to the basket for Bennett. Shot up no good. Whistle on the blocking foul. Now they're going to call that on the ground.
Looks like they're
because that was an early block. Let's
will,
see what they're going to call. They're going to say shooting foul into the free throw line goes Logan Bennett.
And like you said, Sonny, that was one of those ones that could have gone either way. And we always talk about it, that the charging and the blocking foul is one of the hardest a referee can make because it's all judgment.
First free throw up, no good. 2 for 4 from the free throw line. One more to come with 4:23 left to play in the first half. And the Dinos up 6.
And if this is a game where you're going to start having free throw troubles, you want to try and fix that almost as soon as you can because you're going to get a lot of chances at the lines with how physical Canyon View's been playing tonight.
Second free throw good for Bennett. He has 10. Double digits for Logan, and the score is 26-19. 4:18 and running left to play first half. Ludlow with it, gives it to Sanders. Phelps, three-point line guarded by Warburton. Back to Ludlow. Ludlow down to Addig. Addig back to the basket, moves inside, puts up a shot from 10. Good, nice offensive play by Ty to get the good look at the basket, 26-21. It was good defense, better offense.
And that makes me worry, Sonny, because Addig is another one of those players. If he starts heating up, he can score in bunches.
Warburton drives in, kicks it outside to Bennett. To Orth for 3 down the barrel. No good off the right. The rebound comes down to Bennett. He can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Ty. He puts up a shot, whistle, and a foul, and he'll shoot free throws.
And he got hammered on that one. But I love the offensive rebounding prowess that Ty shows. He's someone who always feels like he's in the right place at the right time, and that's because he understands the positioning he needs to get on the offensive glass. And it leads to a lot of second chance looks and opportunities at the free throw.
Free throw number 1 is up and no good. Dinos now 3 for 6 from the free throw line. 5 for 6 for Canyon View. Orth will come out. Cannon Mortensen comes in for the Dinos. 4 fouls on Canyon View, 2 on the Dinos. 3:39 left to play in the first half, 26-21. Second free throw up, won't go. Rebound out of bounds, off Corbin.
And it was a good job by Cannon fighting for it, but it gets knocked out of his hands at the last second before he can pull it in and really clench it, go up for a second chance look, but Canyon View takes it the other way as a result.
26-21. Dinos lead by 5, 3:29 left in the first half. Slack takes it left side, picked up by Cannon. Hands it off to Addig. Addig with the bounce pass to Ludlow. Nice pass to Hollows, who was cutting to the basket. And the easy 2 for Canyon View, and it's down to 3.
That was a wonderful feed behind the back by Ludlow as he finds Hollows.
Mortensen hands it off to Ty Mortensen. Gives it to Warburton, tip of the key. Drives inside, kicks it outside to Lancaster. Back it goes to Warburton. Over to Cannon Mortensen. This three won't go. Rebound, Ludlow whistling an over the back foul on the Dinos. And that was a nice rebound by Trenton Ludlow. He got position. He blocked all the defenders out from the basket. That's why the over the back call was made.
He did a great job doing it. And, Sonny, I've noticed one strange trend over the course of the season, no matter what team we're playing. But it feels like the players who have buzz cuts are crashing the glass very aggressive. They're great rebounders. I don't know what it is about that haircut specifically that makes you play like Dennis Rodman.
Hollows gives the ball to Sanders. Sanders drives inside. Phelps with the shot. Halfway down. Pops out. No good. Contact. No whistle. We come the other way. It's Bennett with the ball. Bennett to Warburton on the baseline right 3-point line. And a turnover for the Dinos. The attempted pass was knocked away. The missed layup by Slack, and the Dinos come down with it. So an opportunity for Canyon View to score, and they missed the easy layup. The Dinos come back the other way with a 3-point lead. 2:10 left to play first half.
And both teams really struggling on the offensive side of things right now. This has been a defensive battle in the second quarter.
Warburton, top circle, stands on the logo. Now makes a move to the left side. Kicks it over to Bennett. Bennett on the baseline move. Has it knocked away, and a turnover for the Dinos, number 9. Minute 50 left to play. Canyon View with the chance to cut it to 1, possibly tie with a 3. Slack with the ball. Goes around the screen set by Sanders. Phelps drives inside, lay it up and in.
And he had that look in his eyes when he got the ball initially that he was going to make a move for the basket, and he does just that as he is very aggressive off the dribble, and he's able to convert at a high clip at the rim.
14 points for Phelps, 26-25. It was a 6-point lead at the end of the first quarter. 3-point shot by Bennett. It's long, off the back of the iron. The rebound comes down to Addig. And he'll bring it up the floor himself down the right side, picked up by Lancaster. Goes on the baseline, now drives in the paint. Cross-court pass goes to Sanders. Phelps back to Addig. Guarded by Lancaster, back to Phelps. Hands it off to Hollows. Back to Phelps, shot up no good, whistle and a foul. Free throws for Phelps Sanders. He has 14. He'll try to make it 15 and 16.
And even if the shots aren't falling for Canyon View right now, one thing that never fails to impress me is their passing ability. They're making passes where you'd be shocked to see them in college or even the professional level sometimes. They're throwing around players' backs, through the legs. They're doing whatever they can to find the open teammate, and that's what makes them a very potent offensive threat.
The Dinos had a double-digit lead at one point in this game. Canyon View has fought back. We are now tied at 26. 58 seconds left to play in the first half. Free throw number 2. Shot is up and good.
It's the first Canyon View lead this game.
Comes with 56 seconds left to play in the first half. 27-26. Good quarter for Canyon View. Bazzoni checking into the ballgame with the ball to Branch. He also checked in to Carlson. Kick it over to Lancaster for 3. Good. Lancaster for 3. And the Dinos are back up 29-27 with 35 seconds left to play. 5-second difference on the shot clock and the game clock for Canyon View. So the Dinos might get the last shot of the first half.
It just depends on what happens on this Canyon View possession.
Outside it goes to Sanders. Sanders for 3. Good. Phelps Sanders, 19 points in the ball game. 30-29 Canyon View. Lancaster. Pass goes down underneath to Van Dam. Kick it outside. Shot by Branch. No good, and it's halftime.
And that last shot by Sanders, he called his play. He called for the screen on the left side. The Dinos knew what was coming. He knew what was coming. And still he drills the 3 to send them into the half with a 1-point advantage over the Dinos.
So Canyon View outscores the Dinos 18-11 in the second quarter. They take a 1-point lead. It's 30-29 at the half. We'll take a break. When we come back. Eastern Utah Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show. These games go by so fast, I was thinking it was over.
They do. They go flowing by.
Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show when we come back. It's 30-29 Canyon View over the Dinos.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, cold beer, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
Soups are in at Swift's Stop and Shop, your gas and convenience store with more. Serving up delicious cook-to-order food like Swift's Soup of the Day and Soup and Sandwich combos, less than $5. Check their Facebook page and see what they're serving.
Oh, by the way, Swift is a Shell station. So if you have a Smith's fuel card, you can redeem your fuel rewards points at Swift. So pump up the savings and
start slurping some soups. From Swift Stop and Shop, North Main Street in Helper.
Open late.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farleno's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farleno's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farleno's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak, KRPX 95.3 FM.
Halftime here at Carbon High School, 30-29. The score in favor of Canyon View. The Dinos led for most of that first half. Right at the end there of the second quarter, Canyon View managed to take the lead, 30-29.
Yeah, and that was a good showing, mainly by Phelps Sanders. He's got 19 going into the halftime break. He's the one Canyon View player who's really been able to go off tonight. Ty Attic, he's been held to only 4 points, 2 foul shots in the first quarter and a layup in the second. So he's been held pretty quiet. So right now the Phelps Sanders show is what's doing the Dinos in, but they do have moments where they look like they know how to stop him, but other times he just feels like no matter what you throw at him, he's going to make the shot.
Take a look at some stats for the first half. First, we'll take a look at Canyon View. And the Falcons leading the way. Phelps Sanders, as you said, with 19 in the first half. He's averaging 17 points a game, 2 points over his average in the first half. Just a stellar performance for Phelps Sanders in the first half of play.
Yeah, he's someone who, if he starts cooking, he's dangerous, and he's shown that tonight. He had 8 points in the 2-minute span at the end of the first quarter, and then since then he's exploded for 11 over the course of the second. The Dinos are going to need to find an answer for him, but they can't compromise their defensive intensity against Attig or Jeter Sanders or many other scorers that the Falcons find themselves in possession of.
So Attic has 4 points, Ludlow with 2, Hollows with 2, Jeter Sanders with 2, and Slack with 1. For a total of 30 points. But Aiden, you know, if you can live with this first half. I mean, you're playing one of the top 3 teams in 3A, and you're down 1 point at halftime. If Sanders is going to be the only one scoring, and if you look at their scoring, Attic is second with just 4 points, and then we have 3 players with 2 points. Then I think that's a good game plan because they're in the game.
Yeah, no, anything you can do to stay in this game, it's going to be crucial as this game comes down to the third and fourth quarters. So far, the Dinos haven't fallen into their normal trap of playing, having a 2.5-minute span where things just fall apart for them. Even on Phelps Sanders' 8-point run, the Dinos were still answering back on the offensive side of things. They didn't let up a run per se, but they did let up a lot of scoring from Sanders. But like you said, it's something you're going to be willing to live with, especially as the score continues to climb up. Going into the half down in Cedarson when these two teams met, Sonny, it was a 46-26 ball game at the half. So you will take a 1-point deficit, especially when you've held a lead a majority of this game.
Yeah. 7 for 8 from the line for Canyon View. They only have 4 turnovers. They take really good care of the basketball. For the Carbon Dinos leading the way here in the first half, Logan Bennett, double digits, had a great first half with 10.
Yeah, he has absolutely lit it up. And I like, as always, the balanced scoring effort that the Dinos have. It's very beneficial. You can have 1 or 2 scorers who do all the load like Canyon View does in Attic and Sanders, but I like Carbon's approach more. This is a selfless team. They're willing to make that extra pass. They're willing to swing the rock around the perimeter until they get an open shot. Everyone's willing to sacrifice a contested shot if it means getting their teammate more open. And that's what I really think has set Carbon apart this game, is their willingness to move the ball like they have.
Cannon Mortensen, a couple of threes. He has 8 points in the ball game. Evan Lancaster with 5. Ty Mortensen with 4. Carter Warburton with 2 for the Dinos for a total of 29 points. They have shot 3 for 7 from the free throw line. They have 9 turnovers in the first half. And that's the stats for the first half here at Carbon High School. The Dinos trailing Canyon View 30-29. Do you have some scores for us before we take a break?
That I do. Over in Manti, Juab up 37-31 over the Templars going into the halftime break. Over in our sister station, KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Emory finds themselves in a very close game against the Hawks in North St. Pete, 30-30 at the half there. Delta looking to pull away with the upset win over the number 2 team in the state in Richfield at the halftime break. They're up 32-18. That game being played at Delta, so that's one we'll keep you updated with as things go along. But Richfield's undefeated region record at risk right now against the Rabbits, and Delta, they pose a threat to anyone.
And here it's halftime, Carbon High School. It's Canyon View 30 and the Carbon Dinos 29. We'll take a break. When we come back, it'll be about the end of the Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show, and it'll be time for second half action. 95-3 the Peak, where the Dinos play. We are here, and this is where you need to be. 95-3 the Peak. Carbon Dino basketball when we return.
You can have a healthy, beautiful smile at any age. Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Cowley, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. Treatment is a viable option for almost any adult. And like kids, adults can experience the self-assurance that comes with a confident smile, along with the benefits of improved oral health. Come in for a free consultation and see how Castle Valley Orthodontics can get you on your way to a beautiful smile. Affordable payment plans are available. Call 637-2222 for a free consultation today.
Clean Cut Roofing and Siding.
Do you sell lightsaber chopsticks?
No.
Bagpipes?
Definitely not.
Screaming goats?
What?
I thought you said you had something for everyone.
Yes, something for everyone that needs any type of new roof or siding.
Oh, so no cowbells?
No, we're roofing and siding experts, but maybe with more cowbell.
Since 2003, you get peace of mind every time with Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. CleanCutRoofingSiding.com.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
Welcome back. Time for second half action. Canyon View up on the Dinos 30-29. Dinos trying to pull a huge upset here tonight at Carbon High School. And as you said, Delta trying to pull an upset against Richfield tonight. We'll keep an eye on all these games going on. We'll keep you updated as the night goes along as we get towards the end of the season. One more game for the Carbon Dinos, North St. Pete. That will be on Friday night.
I think one stat I want to highlight before we enter into that second half of action is throughout the course of this game, there has been 3 lead changes as Coach Bill Evans from USU Eastern walks onto the court. He's here to cheer on the Dinos, but there's been 3 lead changes, all of them occurring in the final minute of the first half. Until then, it's been all Dinos.
So here we go. The Carbon Dinos will throw the ball in. They go left to right on your dial to start the second half, and we are underway. Warburton with the ball to Lancaster. Lancaster to Ty Mortensen. Back to Lancaster for three. Won't go. Rebound Attic.
I like that shot. I hope he keeps taking it. It was open, and it just didn't have the role he wanted on that shot. But I think he needs to keep taking those.
Down the floor, left side comes Sanders. Phelps drives inside. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Lancaster. Good defense by the Dinos. Lancaster takes it all the way down the floor, hands it off to Warburton. Warburton drives inside, whistle, and a charge on Warburton. He stuck that shoulder down just a little bit and got a little bit of space.
A little too much elbow on that, trying to clear space. That's what coaches tell you to do, but at the same time, you're not supposed to catch your opponent with that elbow in the process. It's more supposed to be an intimidation tool.
7:32 left to play here in the third quarter, just underway in the second half. Canyon View, perimeter passing, gives it to Attic. Attic goes around the screen, drives inside, shovels it out. Morris swings it over. Attic for three, good. Nice ball movement that time by Canyon View. Just no panic, just nice, slow, good, crisp passing. So they got the open shot, 33-29. That's their biggest lead of the game.
Running a 5-out offense. Canyon View really trying to rely on that perimeter shot early in the second half.
Cannon Mortensen throws it away. Turnover for the Dinos, number 11. Ball knocked away, controlled by Canyon View. Swing it over to the left side with the basketball. This is Sanders. Sanders gives it to Attic on the left wing. Perimeter passing once again. Over to Phelps. Sanders. Attic fakes the three. And he double dribbled. Turnover, number 5.
And that's
so we got some ball handling turnovers here by both teams to start the second half.
I was going to say, Sonny, the Falcons just committing a lot of uncharacteristic violations, double dribbles, travels. Normally a very disciplined team right now, looking a little rattled on the floor.
Warburton with the ball, past the half-court stripe. He comes picked up there by Morris. Takes it right side to Lancaster, three-point line. Bounce pass goes down to Ty Mortensen. Kicked out of bounds off Canyon View. Dino ball on the baseline.
A lucky break. Ty trying to wrap around a defender to throw a pass to an open cannon on the wing. Just couldn't find the spacing. Bounces off a Falcon defender's shoe, and it goes out of bounds. Dinos retain possession.
And it comes to Ty to Cannon for three. Long off the back of the iron. Rebound Warburton. Nice offensive rebound. Dinos get another chance.
And the shots just not falling like they were early in the first for Carbon, but they're doing a good job recovering by getting those offensive rebounds.
Ty Mortensen with the ball on the baseline left. Three-point line, pass into the paint, knocked away in a turnover. Down the other way comes Canyon View up forward, looking for more. Give it down underneath the Hollows. Hollows swings it outside. Attic with the ball between the circles. Now swings it left side. Three-point shot won't go by Morris and the rebound Dinos. Here comes Bennett. Past the half-court stripe to Cannon Mortensen. Got away with the travel, drives inside, puts up a shot and in.
I was going to say he definitely got away with that. I was surprised when a whistle didn't blow against Cannon there. He definitely got away with it, but it resulted in a Dinos point. So who am I to complain?
33-31. Canyon View up 2. Swing it down on the baseline. With it, it's Hollows. Hollows kicks it back outside to Sanders. Sanders in the paint. Count it and a foul. Phelps Sanders adds to his 19, make it 21. And a chance for 22 with 5:07 left and a 35-31 lead for the Falcons.
And he's scary. He is a scary scorer, Sonny. You don't see many players walk into the end the first half with 19 points, and now he's up to 21 early in the third. He's been the only player besides Attig who's been able to find the bottom of the basket for the Falcons this quarter. Both teams just struggling offensively.
Lancaster out, Orth in for the Dinos. Chance for the three-point play is no good, short off the front of the rim, and the rebound Dinos. Here comes Warburton, past the half-court stripe, right side, gives it to Bennett. Bennett with the bounce pass to Orth, off the glass and in. Beautiful pass by Bennett down to Orth, standing in the paint right in front of the basket. And Orth gets his first basket of the ballgame, 35-33.
And that's someone who, if he gets going too, he can be really lethal for the Dinos, and I like him getting going here in the third.
Shot in the paint, up no good by Hollows, rebound Dinos. Goes to Warburton, past the half-court stripe. Drives all the way, puts up a shot, whistle and a foul, and he'll shoot free throws.
And a stonewall screen coming from Ty Mortensen. He absolutely lays out Asher Slack on the drive. Does a good job keeping planted, and that's a lot of core and leg strength he shows on that. Obviously been hitting the squat rack as he helps Warburton get to the basket and then to the foul line.
Fouls on Jeter Sanders. That will be his second. Warburton's free throw is up and good. Dinos 4 for 8 from the free throw line tonight, shooting 50%. One more free throw to come, 35-34. Second free throw up and good.
And Carter a perfect 4 for 4 from the line today as he helps him inch back into this game.
Tie ball game. 34-34, 4:24 left third quarter. With the basketball, it's Sanders. He hands the ball off to Slack, who checked in on the free throws. Bounce pass goes down low to Hollows, back to the basket. Pass to Phelps Sanders, and it goes out of bounds.
And even if that didn't go off the hands of Sanders and he was able to put up a shot, Cannon Mortensen was right there to send it into the third row. So probably a better outcome for the Dinos there that he lost it.
So with the basketball, it's Mortensen. Cannon with it, gives it to Ty. Ty Mortensen, nice pass down to Orth in the paint, lay it up and in. Beautiful pass by Ty Mortensen to Orth. Orth has 4 points, count it, and a chance for a three-point play.
Orth with a little flash, looking like Bob Ross in the paint, Sonny. He's cooking.
37-35. Free throw up, no good. Off the back of the iron, an offensive rebound by Bennett. But then a turnover for the Dinos as Ty tried to get it back to Bennett. We come the other way with Canyon View. With the basketball, it's Sanders. Sanders kicks it outside. It goes to Hollows. Hollows cross-court pass to Ludlow. Ludlow three is good. He comes into the ball game on that dead ball and hits a three. He had a big game up in Canyon View. Don't want to get him going. Yeah. 38-37, Falcons by one.
Yeah, up until this point, they've done a good job of holding everyone but Sanders in check, but the other players starting to get involved in the scoring now.
Bennett can't get the reverse layup. Rebound comes down to Canyon View. Nice pass down in the paint, just couldn't finish. And we come the other way with the basketball. It's Slack.
And this game getting chippy.
Slack hands the ball off. It goes to Hollows. Hollows to Sanders. Sanders back to Jeter Sanders. Back to Phelps Sanders for three and good. 24 points for Phelps. What a game. 41-37. 2:55 and running left to play in the third.
I'm going to go to sleep tonight, Sonny. I'm going to have nightmares of Phelps Sanders. That man is cooking right now, and he is torching the Dinos to the tune of 24 points.
Bounce pass outside to Ty Mortensen for three. Halfway down, no good. Offensive rebound, count it, and a foul. Ty Mortensen gets the offensive rebound, drives to the basket in the air, makes the shot, and is fouled. A chance for a three-point play.
And Sonny, there were points of that play where it felt like divine intervention. Warburton tries to sneak a pass around, gets deflected, ends up in the hands of Cannon Mortensen. His shot won't fall. Ty in the right place at the right time yet again as he gets the rebound and the shot to fall for an and one opportunity to again make it a one-point affair.
Lancaster, Warburton, Orth, Bennett, and Ty Mortensen, the five on the floor for the Dinos. Ty's free throw was up and good. He has 7. 6 for 11 from the line as a team tonight for the Dinos. They trail by 1. With the basketball, it is Slack. Picked up by Warburton on the right side. Now drives through the circles. Back through the circles, back to the right side. Stops and picks up his dribble. Now gives it off. Hollows in the paint, puts it up and in.
He gets the good bounce there on the layup, and it gets it to fall, makes it a three-point game yet again. Canyon View leading.
Warburton with the ball. Top circle. He'll set the offense. Swings Lancaster through. Still dribbling. Now gives it to Lancaster. He comes through on the left side three-point line. Picks up his dribble. Back to Warburton. 15 on the shot clock. Minute 56 and running in the third. Dinos trail 43-40. Warburton picked up there by Slack. Drives in. Now comes back out. Orth for three. Down the barrel. No. Rebound comes down to Addig. And good defense on that possession by Canyon View. Three-point shot, good. Phelps Sanders has 27 points. 46-40 with 1:29 left to play.
Feels like no matter what you throw at him, Sanders is going to make it. He has the ability to make shots everywhere on the floor, and that's what's making the Dinos pay right now.
In the paint, shot up by Lancaster, no good. Follows his own shot for the two. 46-42, Dinos stay within 4.
And they're doing a good job. Whenever Canyon View seems to go on a run, they do a great job responding, something which we haven't seen over the course of this season very often.
Foul on top by Lancaster. That's going to be his third. Mazzoni will check in for Lancaster with 1:05 left in the third quarter. 46-42, tie will come out as well.
Onto the floor.
Carlson checking in. Sorry, Aiden.
Oh, no worries. They need that height right now. They want to continue to seal off the paint while still providing good defense along the perimeter. That's what's gotten to this point so far.
Phelps Sanders with it. Bounce pass goes to Beeler. He's in the game for the first time tonight. Back out to Slack. Slack to Ludlow. To Beeler. Down to Attic. Attic in the paint. Tough shot. No good. Rebound Dinos. Good defense that time by Carbon. 6-second difference on the shot clock and the game clock. Bennett on the baseline. Puts it up. Whistle. There's a foul on the ground. A reach foul on Ludlow before the shot. And Ludlow is complaining about that call, but he should be happy because if they wouldn't have called that, he was going to be shooting free throws.
Yeah, that's one of those times where you don't want to be arguing the foul call you got because you got the better option of the two.
Yes, definitely. Warburton will throw the ball in, and it comes.
And it's not like that's a fifth foul either. That's his first.
Yeah. Warburton with the ball between the circles. Now he'll dribble to the tip of the key. Now he goes left side, hands it off to Bennett. Bennett, triple teamed, gives it off to Carlson. Carlson to Orth in the paint, turnover Dinos. One too many passes on that possession, and we come the other way. Slack with the ball, down under 10 seconds left to play. Here comes Sanders, shot up and no good. He actually missed one. Rebound comes down to Bennett, half-court shot. They call a whistle and a travel.
Yeah, that was a rare miss by Phelps Sanders, and I give a big credit to that to Carlson as he gets his hand up there, really impacts the shot despite not tipping it down. He makes Sanders rethink midway through the shot where he's going to put it up. Bounces off the bottom of the backboard. Dinos have a chance the other way, but to get the travel called against him. Now Canyon View ball with 0.9 seconds left. By the rule, they do have enough time to catch, set, and shoot off the inbound.
Let's see what they put on the clock here. Are they going to leave it 0.9?
Keeping it 0.9. They're going to stick to the 5-out offense, and they're going to try and get they have the three-point shooters on the floor. They're trying to make a three as time expires.
Here's the lob pass down underneath. It's knocked away. You know, they tried to get that pass down low. I love that play because it gives you a chance to score, and it gives Carbon absolutely no chance. I love that play right there because it's a win-win for Canyon View on the inbounds pass when you're down like under a second or a second and a half left to play.
It was, but it was a good job by Logan Bennett there, guarding Ludlow as if he were a corner in football, guarding the pass. They both jump up at the same time. Bennett times it perfectly, able to interrupt the rhythm of Ludlow as the ball goes flowing harmlessly to the ground, making it a 4-point ball game, 46-42, heading into the final frame of action.
You can have a healthy, beautiful smile at any age. Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Cowley, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. Treatment is a viable option for almost any adult. And like kids, adults can experience the self-assurance that comes with a confident smile, along with the benefits of improved oral health. Come in for a free consultation and see how Castle Valley Orthodontics can get you on your way to a beautiful smile. Affordable payment plans are available. Call 637-2222 for a free consultation today.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
Welcome back, Carbon Dino Basketball, 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play. This is where you need to be for Carbon Dino Basketball. And we'll be back here on Friday night. Pre-game show 6:30, tip-off 7 o'clock here at Carbon High School. North St. Pete comes to town. And do you have an update on that North St. Pete Emory game?
Right now, with 5:33 left in the third quarter, Emory up 36-32 over the Hawks. Something fell on the court. One game of interest, though, Sonny. Number 1 against number 4 in the last time we saw the RPI as Morgan and South Summit play each other. 45-34 advantage for Morgan.
That's a good basketball team.
That is, though. That's a team. I don't think it's fair to say just one sport. That is a school of athletes.
Yeah. 7:54 just underway here in the fourth quarter. Canyon View with the basketball. Bounce pass goes to Attic deep on the block. Now in the paint. Kicks it outside to Beeler for 2. At the free throw line, no good. Rebound comes down to Mortensen. Cannon with the rebound. Give it outside. Drive inside. It is Mortensen. Whistle and a foul. Cannon will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. I believe he was in the act of shooting. And he was, and he'll shoot 2.
It's hard to tell because he had about 5 arms wrapped around him. He had one player on the court trying to call a travel. I don't know if it's necessarily a travel if you get choke slammed as if you were in the WWE Super Slam. But, sometimes rules vary by ref to ref.
Free throws for Cannon Mortensen. The first one's up and good, and he has 9. 7 for 12 from the line tonight for the Carbon Dinos. 7:26 left to play in the ball game. 46-43. Canyon View comes in tonight 10-2 in region play. A top 3A team. And the Dinos are giving them everything they want and more. 46-44. Attig with the ball. Gives it over to the left side. It goes to Phelps Sanders. Phelps goes around the screen set by Beeler. Pass over in the corner to Slack. Slack drives inside. Back outside. It goes to Sanders for 3. This time short. Rebound Bennett. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to the Dinos.
And if Sanders doesn't watch himself right now, he's chirping at the ref. He might get teed up. The refs luckily do have thick skin down on the court, but that's something where you need your teammates to step in, tell you to cool off a little bit, because that's something you can't afford in this situation is a technical foul.
Lancaster goes right side, goes around the screen set by Ty. Down underneath the Ty it goes. Triple team shot up and a whistle and a foul. Free throws for the Dinos. Ty Mortensen goes to the line to shoot 2.
I can't tell you what was prettier, Sonny, the positioning or the pass. Lancaster with a beautiful lob over the top to Ty. Manages to get on the interior of 3 defenders wide open underneath the hoop, and he gets hacked on his way up.
They were both perfect. That's why he's going to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. Good offensive technique for the Dinos on that last possession, and the free throw by Ty is up and good, and he has 8.
And Carbon has taken a lot of momentum away from Canyon View all throughout the game. The one player they haven't been able to figure out, though, has been Phelps Sanders. But now, to start the fourth quarter, he missed his first shot.
Second free throw, no good. Nice rebound by Orth. And then a foul on Sanders.
That's a foul on Sanders. I was thinking that was going to be an over the back against Orth. I didn't see the off-ball action from Sanders, though. But I like the job of Kyler Orth fighting for it as hard as he did.
I think that's one of those over the back, but he didn't make any contact. He had those long arms. He got the ball. And over the back, you have to contact.
Yeah, he looks like a long jumper. You got to look at him. He arched perfectly as he rips it away.
Yeah, in it comes. Nice pass to Bennett, but he couldn't get it to go when the rebound comes down to Canyon View. Nice play, just couldn't finish it off. Ludlow with the ball over the left side. It goes to Sanders. This is Jeter. Jeter to Phelps for 3. That same spot. This time won't go. He's cooled down since that third quarter. 46-45. Dinos need to take advantage of it. Cannon with the ball.
Yeah, you know he's bound to heat up yet again. You need to get as many points on the board as soon as you can before you can do that.
Bennett in the paint. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Attig, and he'll bring it up the floor himself. 6 minutes left to play. Canyon View by 1. Take it over to the right side. It goes to Jeter Sanders. Ludlow swings it over the left side to Slack. Slack 3-point line. Bounce pass goes down to Phelps Sanders. Stands at the free throw line. Back outside. It goes to Slack. Swings it over to Ludlow. Down to Sanders on the baseline. He gets the easy basket. He hadn't scored for a while. He gets the easy one. Hopefully that doesn't get his confidence back up. And that's a good timeout by Coach Brower because he hadn't made a basket for a while. He makes one. Call timeout.
Yeah.
Kind of settle things down.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You need to settle here because, you held Sanders scoreless until this point. Now he found the bottom of the basket. You want to let him give him some time to cool off before retaking the court, as well as regroup offensively. This gives a good chance for Coach to drop some plays, and where they've been really excelling offensively tonight has been in the half court.
To show you how Phelps Sanders has dominated the game tonight, they have 48 points. 29 out of the 48 points belong to Phelps Sanders. The next highest scorer in the ballgame for Canyon View is Ty Addig, and he has 7.
Yeah, Sanders just has had points tonight where it feels like he will not miss a shot. No matter how many defenders you put on him, no matter where he is, he's going to make the shot. And sometimes players have nights like that, but they've done a good job of containing the secondary, the tertiary scorers on this squad, not allowing them any easy operating room. And that's why they only find themselves down 3.
With the basketball, the Carbon Dinos. Bennett down underneath the Orth. Cutting to the basket, couldn't get it to go. Nice thought, just couldn't finish. Rebound, Canyon View. Sanders with it, gives it to Addig. Back to Sanders. Phelps to Addig. In the paint, fall away from 10. No, rebound Orth. Still a one-possession game, 48-45 Canyon View. Ahead to Bennett. Bennett on the baseline left. Shot up, short. Rebound out of bounds. Off Canyon View Dino basketball. And it seems like Carbon's forcing some shots here the last couple of possessions. I think they could get better looks than what they've got.
They've moved away from that team aspect that made them so good in the first through the third quarters. Right now they're just trying to find something, but by rushing those shots, they're not doing themselves any favors.
Dinos got to get it in. In it comes. Finally, they get it in. Cannon Mortensen got held, no whistle. 3-point shot up and no good by Orth, and the rebound comes down to Ludlow. Ludlow goes all the way down the floor. Saved by Bennett on the steal and a turnover. What a play by Bennett.
Electric.
The Dinos come back the other way.
Electric is the best word to describe Logan Bennett, Sonny. He is the Energizer Bunny. Boom, 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 boom. He's ready to make plays wherever he's at.
4:38 and running left to play in the quarter. This is the fourth quarter. It goes to Orth from Warburton. The ball knocked away. Scramble for it. Jump ball. Jump ball before the timeout, and it belongs to Carbon. And Lancaster will check into the game for the Dinos. Who he comes in for, let's see. He'll come in for Ty Mortensen. No, Orth, I'm sorry. 4:31 left to play, 48-45, and the Dinos will throw it in. Cannon throws it in, and it comes to Warburton to Lancaster. Back to Cannon on the baseline to Logan. Bennett has the ball knocked away in a turnover by the Dinos. Fast break the other way. Ludlow ahead of the pack. Lay it up on the ground. No basket. That's a good foul.
That was a very good foul. That's something that saves you easy fast break opportunities and makes them earn it again off the baseline out of bounds play.
First foul. So now looking at the foul situation, Aiden, with 4:20 left to play, that is the first foul for Carbon. They can play aggressive defense here.
You want to see them get to maybe 3 as the clock hits down to 2, so that way if they have to go to death by free throw, it'll be quicker.
So play aggressive defense, but that's not the foul you want. They just fouled Trenton Ludlow for 3, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 3. And you want fouls now. This is the point now where you got a few fouls to give before you get 5. You want the reaching fouls and stuff that could cause a turnover.
Yeah, you don't want that. And they really got lucky there as the shot toilet bowled around before falling harmlessly to the ground, avoiding a 4-point play narrowly.
Trenton good at the free throw line, however, and Ludlow makes his first free throw. He's got 6 in the ball game. 49-45 with 4:13 left to play. Second free throw up and nothing but net as well. I said he can shoot free throws.
That he can, and that's a real skill that Canyon View has. What's their percentage on the
game
so far?
They're 9 for 11 at the free throw line tonight. The Dinos are 9 for 15. 50-45. Canyon View with the lead with 4:13 left to play. And this is danger time now for the Dinos. This is going to go up to, if he makes this free throw, a 2-possession game. The Dinos, they got to keep this game in range.
They really do need to do that. They only have 3 points coming off that Ty Mortensen and one in the quarter. They need to get something going offensively. We saw this in Delta. They played the Rabbits close the entirety of that game, but a fourth quarter scoring drought resulted in a loss there. Now they're at risk of doing the same thing here. They need something good coming out of the timeout.
So the Dinos come out from the timeout with Warburton, Ty Mortensen, Logan Bennett, Evan Lancaster, Cannon Mortensen. That's the 5 on the floor for the Carbon Dinos in their white uniforms. With the blue numbers, they are going left to right on your dial, shooting free throws for Canyon View. Once again, will be Trenton Ludlow for his third free throw. He made the first 2.
And, this is still the more desirable outcome after what almost happened, sinking the three-pointer as he was fouled. Luckily rolls out, still gets the 3 if he makes it here, but they avoid the 4-point play.
Ludlow, the senior point guard, averaging 7 points per game. He has 7. Free throw is up. Good. He walked to the free throw line, hit all 3. Expected, 51-45. 4:11 left to play. 6-point lead for Canyon View. Dinos with the basketball. They've been in this game all night, had a big lead in the first quarter. And they have hung with this very, very good Canyon View basketball team. Beautiful play by Warburton as a cutting Ty Mortensen goes to the basket. Warburton with a beautiful bounce pass and the easy layup for Mortensen. He has 10, 51-47. Sanders with it. Hands the ball off to Teague. Adig gives it over to Slack. Back to Adig. Adig dribbling. Drives in the paint. Kicks it outside to Ludlow for 3. That barely skimmed the rim, and the rebound Dinos. Bennett with a rebound to Lancaster. 3:21 and running left to play, down 4. Dinos need a basket here. Give it off to Cannon. He tries the 3. Good! Cannon Mortensen for 3. He's got 13. It's a 1-point game with 3:09 left to play.
Answering back in a big way, the senior with no hesitancy as he pulls up from deep and drains it.
Sanders hands the ball off to Ludlow. Stolen by Logan Bennett. Fast break, 1-on-1. Logan with the spin move, put it up and in! And the Dinos have the lead. 52-51 with 2:50 left to play. And we said they had to keep this game in range. And since that timeout, it's been all Dinos, and now they're up 1.
I was going to say the same thing, Sonny. They needed to respond, and they did in a big way. Warburton to a cutting Mortensen for the layup. Get the stop back the other way. Cannon drains the 3. Quick steal by Bennett to take the lead. 52-51. What a showing from the Dinos over the minute.
If you're just joining us, that's too bad because you've missed a good one. It's the Dinos against Canyon View. The Canyon View is 10-2 in region play. 17-4 overall. The last RPI rankings that came out, they were ranked number 3. There isn't one now because we're close to the tournament time. They keep it a secret at this time now, but they were ranked number 3, and the Dinos lead 52-51 here at Carbon High School.
And the RPI acts like you're going to get a bunch of high schoolers to tank. This isn't professional. You can't really convince them to try and lose. That's all that's on these players' minds is they want to win, and they'll do it by any means necessary, Sonny. And the Dinos have done everything necessary so far tonight, battling back when they've had to, responding to runs, not allowing things to get out of hand with the exception of Phelps Sanders, but they've held him to 2 so far in the fourth quarter.
So it's Warburton, Ty Mortensen, Cannon Mortensen, Logan Bennett, and Evan Lancaster on the floor. Carter Warburton will pick up the defense about 3/4 of the way up the court, and here we go. With the basketball, it's Trenton Ludlow. He'll bring it past the half-court stripe, now goes to the tip of the key. Swings it left side to Slack. Slack holds, guarded by Warburton. Gives it back over to Sanders. Sanders to Ludlow. 18 on the shot clock to Slack. Down low it goes to Phelps Sanders. Spin move in the paint. Runs right over the top of Logan Bennett and gets to go. He has 31.
And he's going to be the one they're going to be looking to the rest of this game offensively, Sonny. He's got the hot hand. They're going to feed him.
53-52 Canyon View. 2:13 left to play. Warburton with the ball. 3-point line, baseline right. Drives in the paint. Kicks it outside to Ty Mortensen to Cannon. thought about the three, changes his mind, tries to get it to tie, and it's stolen by Canyon View and the turnover for the Dinos. 53-52, a minute 57 left to play.
Can't afford a turnover right there. They need to force one or a miss here, or else Canyon View puts themselves in a pretty advantageous position going into the final stretch of this game.
Bounce pass goes to Phelps Sanders. Give it to Attig. Attig drives inside. Count it, and a foul. The worst thing that could have possibly happened was a three-point play, and Ty Attig goes to the basket, gets it to go, and goes to the line for a chance to make it a two-possession game.
Held pretty quiet until this point of the game. He gets trusted in these clutch moments, though, and he shows why, getting the and one opportunity. He has a shot here to make this a 4-point ball game. A miss here, though. Carbon can tie it on the other end with a three.
Orth in, Lancaster out. Shot up. Good. Got the bounce. Didn't think it was going to go. 11 for 13 from the line. Warburton goes down the left side. Picks up his dribble. Gives it to Bennett. Timeout Dinos with a minute 26 left to play, down 4.
That's a wise timeout there. You're losing control. You're playing a little sloppy. It's good to call a timeout. Let things settle just a little bit as this game approaches its climax. A minute 26 left. Canyon View up 56-52. They need an answer here on the offensive side of things, and they need a solid defensive stand on the other.
Yeah, I think this possession before the timeout in the last one was a little chaotic for the Dinos. They got to slow things down a little bit and make sure they get a good shot.
That's where they've excelled tonight, Sonny, is when they've slowed it down. When they play frenzied, they go on a scoring drought. They need to stay calm here. Take a few deep breaths, settle things, go out and trust yourself and trust your teammates. Know that if you do that, you'll have the best chance of coming away with the win tonight.
56-52, Canyon View with the lead. 3 fouls on the Dinos, 3 fouls on Canyon View.
The band's so good, Sonny. The band is incredible. The student section has been fantastic tonight. So has the community crowd support for your Dinos. I mean, it's fun when the place gets jumping like it is right now.
Absolutely. And Friday night, it'll be jumping again. As North St. Pete comes to town for senior night for the Carbon boys. Pre-game show 6:30. Tip-off time will be 7 o'clock. Maybe a little past 7 because of senior night. Usually lasts a little long, but we'll be here at 6:30.
Yeah, I'd plan on 7:05 for that night. Right now in North St. Pete, Spartans up 49-48.
Bennett with the basketball. Minute 20 left to play. Gives it to Cannon Mortensen. Back to Bennett. Bennett goes around the screen, finds a little gap, takes it to the basket. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Orth, and he puts it up and in. Kyler Orth gets the offensive rebound. It's down to 2. 56-54, minute 4 left to play. Ludlow with the ball picked up there by Ty. Swings it over to the left side to Attig. Attig wants to go around the screen set by Sanders, but good defense by the Dinos. Swing it over to Ludlow on the right side, 3-point line. Ball knocked away, stolen by Bennett. Fast break. Sanders gets back. Give it to Orth. Lay it up. No good, and the rebound comes down to Canyon View. The Dinos had a chance with 39 seconds left to play in a timeout. Canyon View. They got the steal. They got the look. It wasn't an easy layup. It was a momentum layup.
Momentum, heavily contested. That was probably, they say the layup's one of the easiest shots in basketball right there. It was quite the opposite as they miss it. But 39 seconds left. There's going to be a 4-second difference between shot and game clock coming out of this timeout. The Dinos need to have a stop. I wouldn't be surprised to see Canyon View try and waste some time here unless they get a shot they absolutely love.
Well, here you go. You look at the foul situation. Dinos have 3 fouls. They can foul one time before Canyon View starts shooting free throws. Be aggressive early on in this possession. Go for the steal. If you don't get it, you're not out anything.
Yeah.
They have to throw the ball in again. Then you have to decide, are you going to play defense or are you going to extend the game? But you got to go for the steal. You got to be aggressive. If you get that 4th foul, it really doesn't mean anything.
It really doesn't, Sonny. They need they need to be aggressive here off the inbound. That's going to be paramount. They want to get that steal, and Logan Bennett has shown time and time again in the second half he's very capable of forcing them to miss and coming up with steals of his own. Happened just moments ago as they missed the layup, but I love his intensity on the defensive side of things. If he can get a steal here, Sonny, that's a game changer.
With only 4 seconds difference in the game clock, actually 5 seconds, is it? No, 7 seconds. 7-second difference in the shot clock and the game clock. Man, it's kind of hard to let them run that shot clock down. I think you probably extend the game here, but it just depends on how you feel in this situation.
You know, this is a
different
situational
coaches,
thing.
yeah.
And we've talked about that before with whether you want them to hold for the last shot or not. But right now, the Dinos coming in full court press look.
In it comes to Attic. Gives the ball off to Jeter Sanders. Lost it and got it back. Dinos not playing real aggressive defense here. They're going to just play enough and go for the last shot. They got to get a stop here, though. Attic drives the baseline. Reverse layup. No good. Scramble forward. Picked up by Canyon View. 12 seconds left and then a foul. And he didn't need the foul because the ball didn't hit the... Did the ball hit the rim? I think the shot clock was down to 5.
It depends on what the ref saw, because it either hit the bottom of the backboard or it did catch the rim on his way up. But that's the 4th foul against Cannon. 56-54. Canyon View with the ball.
12 seconds left. 4 now. You got a foul.
They got a foul.
You have to now.
If you can't get the steal off the inbound, it's going to have to be a foul situation. You got to do it quickly. You can't lollygag around. You have to go in, and you need to just make enough contact to draw a foul. Not enough that you're getting called for a flagrant or a technical. You need to stay calm in this situation, but at the same time, you do need to get a quick foul off if you can't get the steal off the inbound.
The shot clock on the one side that we're looking at has some burned out lights, and once in a while it's hard to tell what it really is, but it's back to 35 after the foul. But I think the shot clock had 5 on it when the foul occurred, so I don't believe that ball hit the rim.
I don't believe so either, Sonny, but maybe the refs saw it differently. But either way, it still feels like they got a foul almost immediately.
This situation you do. Now you really have to extend the game. Shot clock is off. 12 seconds left to play. Canyon View leads 56-54. They have the ball. They'll throw it in right in front of the scoreboard. Attic will throw it in. And it comes deep to Sanders. Knocked out of bounds off the Dinos. Nice defensive play by Bennett and Orth coming over the top to knock that ball away. They tried to get that ball deep from the inbounds down to the low block to get an easy basket, but good defense.
And they're going to go into a stack formation on the inbound. You're going to see players going every which way. They're going to try and find a lob.
And it's saved in the backcourt. Got a foul. There's the foul. To the free throw line goes Jeter Sanders. That ball almost went out of bounds. They threw it into the backcourt, which you can do, but it almost went out of bounds right in front of the Carbon bench.
Almost too careless of a flip. Right now, Jeter Sanders has 2 points in the game. A chance for a big 4 at the charity stripe. If anything, if he makes one, you need him to miss one. Makes it 7 points.
8 seconds left to play. First free throw gets the bounce. 3 points. That was one of those one that hit the back of the rim, the front of the rim, and then went in. Got the little shooter's touch there, 57-54. This is the free throw that's huge.
This is where it matters most.
And it's good. Timeout Carbon. 8 seconds left to play, 58-54 Canyon View. We'll take a break with them. Dino basketball, 95-3 the Peak where the Dinos play.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, cold beer, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in Historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
He said it right. The Dinos play here on 95.3 The Peak where the Dinos play. 58-54 the score. Canyon View with the lead over the Carbon Dinos. 8 seconds left to play. the Dinos have played their hearts out tonight against one of the best teams in 3A.
They're a dangerous team, Sonny. The Dinos are dangerous.
And it comes to Warburton. 7 seconds left. Whistle and a foul, and that's a good foul.
They're fouling up.
That's a good foul because they had a foul to give.
Mm-hmm. And even a foul right here would still be smart. You limit them to 2 shots at the line. The most they can make it is 58, 56, and by the time they get the ball in, it's probably going to be about 4 seconds left.
Yeah, you probably just play defense here, though. If you're Canyon View with 4 seconds, got to shoot. Orth for 3. No good off the front of the rim. Controlled by Canyon View, and the final score tonight, the Falcons 58, the Dinos 54. Carbon falls just short to Canyon View tonight, but I'll tell you what, the drive back to Cedar City tonight, Canyon View's going to know they were in the game.
That they will. This is heartbreaking, Sonny. I'm feeling it up here. But the Dinos gave it their all. There was not a player who saw the court tonight who didn't leave it all out there. And, it's the kind of losses like this that, as hard as they are to take, I think this is something that really shows how dangerous you can be against the top teams in the state. I mean, you're looking at one of either number 3 or number 4 in the RPI, and you lose by 4, and you limit one of the best scorers in the 3A classification to 9 points.
Well, listen to these scoring by quarters. After one, the Dinos led 18-12. The second quarter, Dinos got outscored 18-11. And Canyon View took a 30-29 halftime lead. But in the third quarter, Canyon View only outscoring the Dinos 16-13. So it was a 46-42 game. And in the fourth quarter, a 12-12. So that final score ends up 58-54. So we can say tonight the Dinos didn't have a bad quarter, correct?
That is very fair to say. Not one quarter in this game was bad for the Dinos. I think this was the most complete game we've seen them play, and it's always fun to see when they can get things going like that. They really make things exciting on the floor when they can keep things going as well as they did tonight.
We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show.
Imagine the sound of a basketball swishing through the net at the game buzzer. That's the sound of you scoring big with Eastern Utah Community Credit Union's Slam Dunk Savings Accounts. Just like a winning team will strategize their plays, we will help you plan your financial future with competitive interest rates and unbeatable customer support. Whether you're saving for college, a new home, or retirement, make a fast break to Eastern Utah Community Credit Union and let your savings game reach MVP status. Join our team today and start winning with your money.
Membership and eligibility required. NCUA insured. Loans approved on credit.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Feel the force of the Ram heavy-duty truck, the power horse beast that thrills with its performance. Hi, this is Thad. Imagine saving up to $15,000 off the original MSRP. Auto Farm has 15 at the ready and waiting for a test drive, including 5 hard-to-find dualies, exceptional strength, unprecedented durability, and might that echoes in every gear shift. Demand the best from your heavy-duty jobs. Demand a Ram heavy-duty from Auto Farm. Because with Ram, it's just not driving. It's just not a lifestyle. Don't just imagine. Come in and test drive away today.
Hi, this is Tim Frame, manager at Cache Valley Bank. Are you getting ready to tackle some spring projects, or are you already making summer plans? Now is a good time to stop in and see how Cache Valley Bank can assist you. With a great team of friendly, knowledgeable bankers, we can provide you with the financial tools needed to help you succeed. We are dedicated to providing you with the personalized attention you deserve. Come visit us at 82 West Main Street in Price, and let us show you what opening an account with Cache Valley Bank can do for you.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love. and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
58-54, Canyon View with the win over the Carbon Dinos tonight here at Carbon High School. As we get close to the end of the season, I want to thank all the sponsors that help bring you Carbon Dino basketball here on 95.3 The Peak. They're the reason why we're here, and we want to thank them for supporting us and supporting Carbon Dino basketball.
Yeah, without them, this operation wouldn't be possible. And, you know, Sonny, I really am thankful that we get to watch this team. I mean, I was doing some reflecting over the break and looking at where this team has come from that first game in Union to now, hanging with one of the top teams in the state. The growth is immeasurable. It's incredible how far these young men have come over the course of the season. And I think the best word to say is you're proud of them. This is a group who has worked their hearts out. They leave it all on the floor almost every night. It's a team that I enjoy watching. I'm going to miss it once the season's over.
Well, they're playing. They're getting better every game. They're healthy now. They're everybody's playing. Losing by 4 to Canyon View at home. This is a team that beat the Dinos on January 10th, 79-37. Okay, and tonight, 58-54, and the Dinos actually was one play away from a chance to tying or winning this game.
Yeah, they were, Sonny, and I think the two things you're going to be circling at as the only negatives of this game were, again, free throw shooting and turnovers, something which plagued the Dinos all season long. Tonight, they did have one of their better free throw shooting performances, but you do wish they could have made a few more, and that could have iced this game.
Let's take a look at scoring by individuals. First for Canyon View, leading the way was Phelps Sanders. The senior had 31 points tonight, 19 in the first half, 12 in the second half. Phenomenal night for Phelps Sanders, 31 points.
Yeah, he lit it up, and I mean, you look at quarters. The second quarter was Phelps Sanders. He had 11 in the frame. Second half, the Dinos did a very good job keeping him in check, but it is hard to overcome a 19-point first half. I mean, especially when that's not the player you're expecting to go off. The player we were all expecting to go off coming into this game was Ty Attic. He averages 18 last time out against the Dinos. He had about 31 points, and today they held him to just 9.
Yep. So, 31 points for Phelps Sanders. What can you say? Kid's a ball player. Plays very hard. He's all over the floor. He has a beautiful shot. And he's just tough to contain on the offensive side of the ball.
It looks like Coach Evans from USU Eastern's down there talking about one of those two players right now. He liked what he saw. And, I can't blame him. He had one of the greatest scoring explosions we've seen this season.
Yep. Ty Attic with 10 points, as you said, and then Trenton Ludlow came off the bench. He had 8. Ethan Hollows had 4. Jeter Sanders with 4, Asher Slack with 1 for Canyon View, for a total of 58 points. They shot 13 for 15 from the free throw line. Very good from the free throw line tonight. 11 turnovers in the game for Canyon View.
And when you look at free throws in that game, you look at the free throws that Jeter Sanders had at the very end, making both
huge.
Narrowly missed, or almost missed his first one, got the lucky bounce on that one, but then the second one, the one that really mattered, he was able to drain it. And that's what made the difference in this game.
Well, he made the 2, and then Ludlow walked up and made the 3 a little bit before that. So their last 5 free throws, they went to the line and hit all 5 free throws. They were huge free throws for Canyon View. Now we'll take a look at the Carbon Dinos leading the way. Cannon Mortensen with 13 points tonight, 8 in the first half, 5 in the second half. Good night for Cannon.
He had a great showing, Sonny. 10 points, like you said, or I don't know how many you said. I kind of lost what I was looking at. 13 points on the night, and he came up big when they needed him to. He was making plays defensively, offensively. He continues to show that veteran leadership that I know Coach Brower is going to miss.
Logan Bennett had 12 points, 10 in the first half, 2 in the second, nice showing tonight for Logan Bennett as well. You can always expect Logan to perform.
And he was the spark plug tonight. He got things going for him offensively, brought the intensity defensively, and really was the story of the game for the Dinos as he really did it all tonight, brought the energy on the floor and helped make this game as close as it was.
Ty Mortensen had 10 points tonight. Kyler Orth with 6, Carter Warburton with 4. Evan Lancaster had 7 for the Carbon Dinos for a total of 54 points. They shot 9 for 15 from the free throw line, 17 turnovers in the ball game, and the final score once again 58-54. We'll take a break here on the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show. When we come back, more.
Imagine the sound of a basketball swishing through the net at the game buzzer. That's the sound of you scoring big with Eastern Utah Community Credit Union's Slam Dunk Savings Accounts. Just like a winning team will strategize their plays, we will help you plan your financial future with competitive interest rates and unbeatable customer support. Whether you're saving for college, a new home, or retirement, make a fast break to Eastern Utah Community Credit Union and let your savings game reach MVP status. Join our team today and start winning with your money.
Membership and eligibility required. NCUA insured. Loans approved on credit.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Caring for each and every customer and their needs is the foundation of what Smart Health Pharmacy is all about. So when I need a prescription or advice, I can depend on the pharmacist at Smart Health.
Looking for a new pharmacy? It's never been easier to transfer your prescriptions to Smart Health. Call 687-5050 or go to smart-healthrx.com. Download their app today with convenient drive-through at 221 North Main Street, Huntington.
It's your health. Be smart about it.
Drive into savings with Desert View Federal Credit Union. If your vehicle's introductory rate just expired and you're looking at a scary new payment, it's time to get to Desert View Federal Credit Union. They offer competitive refinancing options that will keep your payments manageable. Plus, the knowledgeable staff at Desert View Federal Credit Union will make the transition smooth and hassle-free. Don't let high rates speed off with your cash. Take control of your finances. Visit Desert View Federal Credit Union today.
Membership and eligibility apply. Loans on approved credit. Member NCUA.
How well do algorithms answer your questions?
Your specific query will be addressed with a pre-written, standardized reply.
When you need help with life's important decisions like life insurance, home and auto coverage, and even retirement planning, rely on relationships, not robots. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In the Castle Country, call your local Farm Bureau agent, Jill Jensen, at 637-8400 for a free quote today.
You're looking for somewhere you could be proud to work. Komatsu is looking for you. Komatsu is a leading manufacturer of construction, mining, forestry, and industrial heavy equipment. Komatsu currently has openings for seasoned welders, journeyman electricians, and MSHA certified electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
Carbon High School basketball on KRPX 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back to the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show as your Dinos fall 58-54 to the Canyon View Falcons. Joining me now in the Sutherland's broadcast booth, as always, head coach Taylor Brower. Coach Brower, always a pleasure to have you up here. Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
So let's start off as we normally do. Just initial thoughts following the game.
Man, we were so close. Like, we fought so hard, and I think we just put 3A on notice, saying, look, like, our record might be terrible, but we come to play and we're playing well right now. So I'm really proud of our kids.
And that's something that we've been saying all season. I feel like teams show up here and they expect to win by virtue of just showing up sometimes. They look at the record. They don't look at the film. They see, oh, they're so-and-so, and they show up. And you guys are just so much better than that record shows. And I think the key difference, though, sometimes is that they have that one player. It always seems to be just one guy who goes off against you.
You know, that's the truth. You know, tonight our game plan was stop the Attic kid, and he only had 10 points. But the Phelps kid freaking ate the he must have had Michael Jordan special juice or something tonight and scored 31 on us. And that's just the nature of good teams. They have 2-3 scorers that can score at will, and Canyon View's done really well at developing those two kids. And I mean, what do you do with that? But, hey, we only lost by 4, and he still had 31 points. So.
Yeah, no, and I think that really speaks to how incredible the defense was on the rest of the team. I mean, like you said, Attic was the next leading scorer with 10, then Bubba Ludlow with 8. Outside of that, everyone 4 points or below. And one thing that I noticed up here in the booth over the course of the game is over the course of the season, you guys have seemed to have that problem where you'll go battle back and forth for a while, and then the other team will go on a run that you just can't overcome. Tonight, that just didn't seem like it was the case. Every run that Canyon View went on, you guys were responding in kind.
I rewatched about 5 or 6 of our games, and I've been taking like lineups and stuff, and I noticed the same thing. I noticed that usually there's about a 2-minute, 3-minute period between, usually in the second quarter sometime, where our team, the team goes on a run, and then we don't go on a run, and then they go on another little short run, and then that's the difference of the game, and we can never close that gap. Tonight, I think what helped is that we built that lead up in the first quarter, and they went on some runs in the second, but we were able to weather that storm, and we were able to only be down 1 at halftime, and then we were able to fight after that.
Now, offensively this game, you guys brought out a lot more of that slower-paced half-court offense. Is that something that we can expect to see over the rest of the season, or was that something that just catered well against the style of defense that Canyon View plays?
That's one of the things we've actually been working on. So at the start of the season, we wanted to run. We wanted to get up and down the floor, which we're still really good at. But teams have figured it out. So we can run when we can. But the thing is, too, is we've got to figure out how to execute in the half court, because good teams can run when they can, but execute in the half court. And we've actually been working on that a lot the last couple of weeks. And I think we definitely did that tonight. Canyon View's defense was definitely very good. I was expecting them to go into zones more and go into different defenses, because that's what they did with the younger age groups. But they didn't do that tonight, which is fine, because I'd rather stay in a man anyways. So I think we played well, and we got to keep working.
And I think it's the selfless nature that this team has, especially in those half-court situations. It feels like every player is willing to make that extra pass to get a teammate even more open than they already are. And one player I think that really exemplified that tonight was Logan Bennett. That kid is like the Energizer Bunny down there. No matter where he is, it feels like he's bringing the energy.
He is. Before we lost him, he was definitely our motor. It's nice to have him back. Tonight, I think one of the things that Logan struggles with is he's a strong kid, so he feels like he can go up and over kids a lot of times. But tonight he did a really good job of kicking, making that extra pass, stealing the ball, playing defense. He spent a lot of energy on defense tonight, and I appreciate his work and what he did.
And you guys have a stellar junior class, a stellar sophomore class coming right up. But let's talk about the seniors for a second. Friday against North St. Pete. That's going to be senior night. You talked about it with Jordan earlier today, but that first group of seniors as a head coach, that's got to have a special place in your heart.
It does. The nice thing of me being a teacher at the school is I've taught a couple of them, and so I have that relationship with them. It's been nice to develop a better relationship with them through basketball coaching, but I've really appreciated how they've bought into what I've been preaching and stayed positive and done everything I've asked them to do this year.
Now, looking ahead to North St. Pete, they fell today to Emory just moments ago. That's a team where you stylistically match up very well against them. Do you think we're going to see a kind of similar strategy going into that game Friday night as we did the first time we saw North St. Pete? Or are you going to be looking to throw a few wrenches in the Hawks' direction?
No, honestly, the only kid that really scares me with the North St. Pete is that Hendry kid, and I've got Logan Bennett. So I think I'll put Logan Bennett on him and force him to play defense on him, make him work for his points, and then just make sure we rotate and play really good defense on the other kids and minimize those. Well, like I said, we're getting better at the half court. We just got to be more efficient at not turning the ball over and not making selfish making selfish shots. But we're getting there, and we're building.
Now, Coach, before I let you go, is there anything you'd like to leave the listeners with?
Nope, just come to the game on Friday night. It's going to be a good one.
Well, Coach, thank you again, as always, for taking the time to come talk to us. We really appreciate it. Again, that was Carbon head coach Taylor Brower, and we were talking about the game tonight as the Dinos fall 58-54 to the Canyon View Falcons. We'll take a quick break and be back with our closing thoughts to wrap up this broadcast here on the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show. You're listening to 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play. This is where you need to be.
Mom Mommy, I don't feel good.
Caring for each and every customer and their needs is the foundation of what Smart Health Pharmacy is all about. So when I need a prescription or advice, I can depend on the pharmacist at Smart Health.
Looking for a new pharmacy? It's never been easier to transfer your prescriptions to Smart Health. Call 687-5050 or go to smart-healthrx.com. Download their app today with convenient drive-through at 221 North Main Street, Huntington.
It's your health. Be smart about it.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
Carbon High School basketball on KRPX 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back, Carbon Dino basketball right here on 95.3 The Peak.
This is where the Dinos play, and tonight the Dinos fall 58-54 to the Canyon View Falcons here in Jurassic Park in a game that was tight from start to finish. And, you know, you just got to respect the effort of the Dinos tonight. They really left it all out there. I think it shows how much they've developed, and like Coach Brower said, I think they put the rest of 3A on notice with tonight's performance.
I think, you know, we talked about the free throw situation last time they played. It was, 24-2 free throw shooting. But I feel like tonight, the free throw shooting, there was 15 for Carbon and 15 for Canyon View, so they both shot the same amount of free throws. But I think a lot of that had to do with how Carbon played. They played so much better tonight than they did at Canyon View. They broke the press, as Coach said. They broke the press much better tonight and got some easy layups actually breaking the press. They got some offensive rebounds. They stayed in control of the game. And this Dino team is just getting better every game. And, you know, this is a good time to be playing good basketball because, like we said, after Friday night, everybody's 0-0.
That they are, and when postseason play runs around, I don't think there's a team in the state of Utah who wants to see the Carbon Dinos as their matchup because they know that on any given night they can come out swinging and they can cause some noise, as they show tonight against one of the top teams in the 3A classification, only falling by 4 points after previously falling by nearly 40. This is quite the development we're seeing from Carbon at the right time of the season.
Absolutely. It was just a fun game tonight, wasn't it? 58-54 final score. Both teams played great. The game was officiated fantastically. Just a fun game here at Carbon High School tonight.
Yeah, all around a stellar performance from everyone on the floor, in the stands. It was so much fun to watch this game, and, you know, I'm looking forward to Friday. It's going to be bittersweet, though, as we say goodbye to a few seniors.
Yeah, it's a young team, but you always have seniors that we're going to get to see them probably play, you know, a couple more times, hopefully a lot more times, but it'll be the last time they play here at Carbon, most likely. There is a chance they can play here.
There is, and it's all based on how that RPI falls. They're either going to have a first-round bye into a second-round matchup against one of those top seeds, or they're going to have a first-round appearance against another team in the bottom half of the RPI. Most likely looking at before it got pulled down, we could see someone like a Summit Academy. We could see someone like a North San Pete or a Delta again.
So it'll be the last regular season game they play here, but the chances of them coming back here and playing another game, pretty good.
I like their chances, especially getting one last showing here at Carbon High.
Right, absolutely. Once again, the final score tonight, 58-54. The Dinos fall just short tonight against a very good Canyon View team who now goes to 11-2 in conference play. And you're not 11-2 in this region and not be a good basketball team because this region is awesome. And we're going to go through some scores here in a second. But this is a very good Canyon View team, and they're going to be driving home on that bus tonight, and they're going to realize they're in a fight tonight.
Yeah, they're going to be feeling this game. And I know through the body language of the coaches, they weren't happy at a lot of points of this game. And that shows how well the Dinos played tonight. And like you said, Sonny, we have some scores from around the region to look at. Final score over in Juab, the Wasps defeat Manti 74-66. Manti led early in that game. Juab stormed back, takes the lead to win the game. Now, the game we were all curious about, Sonny, headed to overtime initially as Delta and Richfield headed in tied 40 at the end of the fourth quarter. Delta held to only 8 points in the second half of action, but they nearly matched that in overtime as they win 47-43 over Richfield, ruining their undefeated streak here, handing them their first loss of the region slate. So region championship performance on Friday as they make the trip to Cedar City to face Canyon View.
And then Emory playing North St. Pete tonight, the team that the Dinos will play on Friday night. Do you have a score on that?
Emory came away with the 57-52 win over the Hawks of North St. Pete. A great showing. They had a great defensive play down the stretch, and they got fouled, went to the free throw line, nailed both, and that's how they ended up winning by 5.
That was on our sister station tonight, KOAL. Jordan Buscarini and Travis Anderson were up there at that game. So the Emory Spartans come away with the win there tonight in region play. And here, once again, the Dinos fall short, 58-54. Here at home tonight against Canyon View. Next game, Friday night, we will be here. Pre-game show 6:30, tip-off time at 7 o'clock. North St. Pete comes to town, and the Dinos want to finish the season with a win because tonight, even though they didn't win, this was one of the best games they've played all season.
Oh, this was better than most of their wins, Sonny.
Yes.
They played complete basketball, but tonight I feel like this was the best we've seen the Dinos show on the court all season long.
So with that, anything else, Aiden, before we call it an evening?
Let's go get a win on senior night, Sonny. Let's go Dinos.
Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show. One more thing about the Spirit card real quick before we leave.
Oh, yes, the Spirit card. You know, the boring piece of plastic in your wallet, the thing that's usually gray, maybe a light shade of blue. It's really boring. You pull it out and you feel a little sad. Well, at Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, you can get this fun thing called a Spirit card. And it lets you carry your favorite team with you wherever you go, whether it be the Grand Red Devils, the Emory Spartans, or the Carbon Dinos. You can slap them right on your debit card and take them with you wherever you go. Show your support. And Sonny, let me tell you, as a proud former Spartan, I proudly carry the Dinos with me wherever I go.
Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show tonight. Once again, the final score, 58-54. Canyon View with the win over the Carbon Dinos. We will see you Friday night at 6:30 right here at Carbon High School. We hope you enjoy the broadcast as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. Once again, the final score, 58-54 Canyon View. Carbon Dino basketball on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos